God, welcome in everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome back to MrBlurry. Welcome. Jesus Christ, how long has it been since the last Limbus Company stream? Welcome in, Dimly. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to you as well, Lux. Irashimasu. Hopefully you guys have a lovely day wherever you are. I know some of you were already watching the previous stream that we did this morning, but today, right now, right here, we're gonna be doing bloody Limbus. Oh man, I'm excited for this. Is that loud? Oh, I think that's loud. Hold on, let me turn that down a bit. Let's go for there. There we go. That should work. Okay. It's been a while. I've been playing this in the background. I won't lie. I have been playing this in the background, obviously, just to level up everything. But there's a lot that I haven't done. And, well, we're going to do it today. So, today, for those who don't know, recently, I think a week or two ago, intervallo 9.5-2 was released, which is like the beginning to MERSAUUULLTTT Canto, more or less. So, that's what we're going to be doing today. There's also an event going on right now, so I probably, I want to get enough, resources from that event to get my Honglu. Get my bitch Honglu, man. Hold on, let me, I just realized I've got a lot of tickets here. Let me just upgrade these guys. Go on then. I cannot wait for your playthrough of this intervallo, by the way. Blurry, what did you think about my jokey joke on the PM channel? Which one? Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. What joke? I don't know. I totally don't know. I have no idea what you're saying. You're crazy. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. What? Who? What? When? Why? How? Huh? I have no idea what you're talking about. It's so crazy. Let me turn the... That's better. All right. Let's get started, because we're all here for the same thing, so let's just get straight to it. I really like this opening. That's the first time I've seen it, actually. That's the first time Oh, that one! I've got feelings about that. I won't say what my feelings are, because I'll get cancelled, but I've got feelings about that joke. So, for those who don't know, well, before this, actually, when this first came out, I was talking to Ether, who's the VTuber who also plays Limbus Company, and I was like, this kind of reminds me of Schadenfreude from Lobocorp, doesn't it? This gives Schadenfreude vibes. Is that just me? Am I the only one who feels that? It's like cameras, photographs kind of deal, like very monotone. I feel like N-Corp is obviously very much like a gray area, but I'm still curious on what's gonna happen. It close to me? Oh, it does to me. Yeah, right? It does kind of give that idea of Schadenfreude. But yeah, welcome in, Lemon. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to MrBlurry. Welcome. Hopefully you have a lovely day wherever you are. Welcome in. Realistic parts of the thing. Yeah. It's like a mix between like... Well, it's just photography. It's just a weird photography thing that happens, isn't it? But yeah, I'm predicting that we'll get a Schadenfreude Ego next Kanto. It looks like it would fit. And if we do get a Schadenfreude, we might also get Burrowing Haven. We might get a Burrowing Haven as well, and I'm excited for that. But yeah, welcome in, Pleasant Lemon. I haven't seen you for a while. Welcome in. I don't have any characters to get more lunacy, so I'm gonna have to borrow someone something. I don't know what yet. But, we're gonna have to borrow someone something so that I can actually get some loot. Oh shit, I've got to voice act this because it doesn't have voice, does it? Alright, here we go. No wait, for this one, we should go about it like this. No, Heath... Why is that so loud? No, Heathcliff's been in the Vanguard for so long. I should put him back in and let him in. Let him. Dante. Huh? Oh, sorry. Did you say something? I'm thinking about that bullet code. What bullet code? No. Originally scrapped for the release of Limbus that was originally for MERSAUUULLTTT. Oh? I don't know that one. How the fuck would Borrowing Haven ID or Ego even work in Limbus? Maybe some kind of block mechanic? I think so. I think like a block mechanic. I think like for Schadenfreude, he has to like constantly... Yeah, you have to constantly attack. And for Borrowing Haven, you have to constantly defend or something like that. I think that would be interesting. But yeah, hello Alec, welcome in, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are, welcome to MrBlurry, welcome, how you doing? Hopefully you have a lovely day wherever you are. Welcome in Dion, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are, welcome to MrBlurry, welcome. We are playing Limbus now, Dion, yeah. We finished the Minecraft stream earlier, and now we're doing Limbus. You gotta find their name, go on then. I provide you an answer to your question, but you exhibited no observable response. Is the Sinner's combat performance deteriorating beyond manageable parameters? How I'm doing? Not good? What happened? What happened, Alec? What's happening? Tell me about it. No, things aren't that bad, but... You're drunk now? Well, a bit. Okay, well, as long as you're able to, you know, still have your senses, then that's all good. Yeah, 3-week-old expired cheese and have to... Oh, that's not nice. Why are you blaming... That is not my fault. It is not my fault you made a stupid life decision, alright? It's not my fault you're dumb. It's just hard to focus on one conversation when I'm trying to support battles happening in completely different places at once. On top of that, Roddy's shopping chatter. Shopping chatter. Oh, here we go. Oh, I miss these guys. I miss talking about these guys. On top of that, Roddy's shopping chatter starting to get a little distracting. I look at my guy. Why so many of you? Yeah, see? It is not my fault that you guys are eating expired food. Yo, Blurry. Hello, Religar. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to Mr. Blurry's. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? Hopefully you have a lovely day wherever you are. Welcome, welcome. Welcome in. A few days later, after we entered N-Corp's district. Okay, so we're already in N-Corp. I'm always the one who's fine while my friends are getting wasted. That's good. That means that you can take your alcohol. Hole in the man. The one that had the great coat. Oh, was that supposed to be MERSAUUULTTT? I didn't realize that was supposed to be MERSAUUULTTT's like signature ego thing. They went to bed? They went to bed. Oh, your friends. Well, you know, I think that's a skill. I think that's a good thing. Dionysus. Yeah, that's true. That's true. God of wine and alcohol and ecstasy. On the top side, it looked pristine until I bite into it. Well, you know, even if it looks pristine, if it's been in your fridge for 3 weeks, don't eat it, chat. I can't believe I need to tell you guys this, but don't eat something that's been in your fridge for 3 weeks. Let's see. Isn't Hole in the Man supposed to be an A-lep? Was it? Oh no, it was originally supposed to be one of his egos. Yeah. Okay. Right, I see. This contract was supposed to be handled jointly with the LCD team, but distortions suddenly start cropping up all over the areas of the backstreets called the Barter Street, without any coherent pattern. No obvious point of origin or route spread. Nothing convenient like that. And I had no choice but to split the sinners into several groups and send them out. Yeah, because we've got your Malkuth's thingamajig now, don't we? What's it called? The ability. I forgot what it's called. It's been a while since I played the fucking story mode of this game. I'll not be able to get over Butter Street. Okay, I don't know if you guys were around, but do you guys remember Sky Does Minecraft? Whenever someone says butter something, all I can think about is butter pants. Is that like, I don't know whether that's just a me thing, but like, I can't think of butter any other way after I knew about all that. You know nothing about this game, you just hear everyone talk about it. Basically, imagine like Danganronpa kind of like despair and like depressed world and everything's fucked up. Basically, bureaucracy got the better of everyone. There's weird creatures and monsters everywhere. We're going around trying to collect some things that can help us. I was always more of a Dante DM guy. Fair enough. Butter as gold. Yeah, exactly. Sky Does Minecraft hadn't heard that name in years. Right? I bet I've jogged some old memories from you guys, haven't I? Welcome in, Pat. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to Mr. Blurry's. Welcome. Shame Sky turned out the way he did. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. One day I just stopped watching him. I don't know what happened. So, did something bad happen? Otis, Ishmael, Sinclair, Don Quixote, Yiseng, and MERSAUUULTTT were on their way to rendezvous with the LCD team. Heathcliff, Gregor, and Honglu were suppressing distortions that had showed up from the other directions. Long story. Okay. And the onboarding stock scrapped down to the bottom. Doria and Ryoshu, who were done with their share of the suppression work, were put in charge of buying supplies for the bus. As for Faust, she decided to stay with me on the bus. I wanted to get through the consultation sessions I'd been pulling off, and thought I might as well get myself some much needed practice with handling the new Golden Bow power I'd acquired. So that's the one where we can like make shadows of our sinners. Let's see, Pat, my cheese expired. No, don't ask other people to eat your fucking expired cheese. Don't accept it. She just said, okay. To reiterate, there are no issues requiring special concern regarding Faust. It is true that Faust has, on several occasions, expressed dissatisfaction with a certain Faust. However, those instances should be classified as a mere personal grievance. I mean, that's good if there's all that is to it, but this is not the first time Faust has seemed unlike herself. It's not really the super unforgivable stuff like a lot of cancer creators have. Just a lot of not good person things over a long... Okay, I see. What's the matter, Pat? You chicken? No! That's why he isn't gonna eat a stupid fucking expired cheese unlike the stupid fucking chicken owner in Arlok. And hey, not only is the cheese expired, it's coming from Arlok. That's true. You don't want chicken cheese. What's the most basic you can put it? Yeah, give me like a TLDR of it. Give me a TLDR. There had been times where she spent far longer alone than usual, lost in thought, moments when she could not produce immediate answers to questions from other sinners for me. Yeah, gross, right? Don't get it, just don't listen to Alec, ignore him. Could it be? You can't access the Gesellschaft? May I ask your basis for that inference? Because you're acting a lot like you did back on the warp train. They're being chicken and they're being stupid. Oh, later over Discord, it's okay. It's a lot easier to... Okay, right, okay, fair enough. Yep, that's probably better. It appears to remain... It appears there remain occasions on which you are still capable of surprising Faust, Dante. Sounds right! You really are cut off from the Gesellschaft? Just, you know, since we've got a few new people here, Gesellschaft is basically this girl. She's got the ability to look into other multiverses and talk with her, basically the versions of her from other multiverses, TLDR. But she can no longer do that right now. Never trust Alec. That was not intended as confirmation of your conjecture. What's your favorite cheese? The ones over, like, the ones you put, like, over, like, past a bake. I don't know what it's called, but they're very sprinkly kind of cheese. Maybe she's saying while she can technically access Gesellschaft, it may as well be that she can't. I wish I could ask more about the bottom to get to the bottom of it, but the way she was sidestepping the subject told me that prying wouldn't give me any further insight. Dear Padawan, Pat, this is... I'm not reading that fucking... Alright, I won't press you if you don't want to talk about it. Alec! Stop trying to make everyone in my chat sick! Your reserve is appreciated. Shall we move on? Yes, your consultation is the next agenda. Parmesan. Is that Parmesan? I don't know what they're called. After a long cross-referencing of the records pertaining to recent events in the House of Spiders, it will appear that memories concerning the individuals designated as Sora and Ren remain only with you, Dante. Gouda. I like Gouda. Welcome in, Justin. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to MrBlurry. Welcome. How you doing? I haven't been sick in a while, and I have no plans on break it. Good. Don't listen to Alec. That's always a good thing to do. Never listen. Don't listen to Alec. Hey, Justin, want some Oh, see, there you go. Yeah, not the first time. I was only left with intact memories, huh? That's right. Despite K-Corp's memory wipe procedure, Catherine's erasure by the Golden Bow's power, and Arishiki severing people from existence, I was the only one who remembered what had transpired. Blue cheese is a bit minging to me, from what I know about it. But ironically enough, the memories I had prior to swapping my head with this clock still showed no sign of returning. You know what? That's weird. Now that I think about it, that is pretty weird. The fact that we can remember everything apart from what happened before we got clockhead. To be fair, we don't even know. Maybe we were born with a clock. Who knows? All this talk about cheese makes me want to get back into Mina the Hollower. Oh, you... Okay, I shan't. I'm too pissed at the game right now. It looks very interesting, but it doesn't look like something I would play on stream, dimly. I did check it out. It looks like one of those, like, retro RPGs. Do expired stacks every now and then. It depends on how expired they are, and whether they've been in the fridge for 3 weeks and they're mac and cheese. Different. Didn't you ate excited too, my fellow expired connoisseur? Who said that? Oh yeah, what do you think about Kim during the last time we saw them? I know, okay, I'm not gonna lie, I have been spoiled about the fact that Kim, we can see what Kim looks like now that he's not distorted. I like the new Kim. I know people are saying like, oh, he lost his aura. I like him. All right, I like him. Oh yeah, don't tell me that as a mere 3-week expired cheese scares you. Well, apparently it fucked you over, so you know, all I'm saying is, if you can't handle it, I'm a bitch. You know, lost his aura. Yeah, you'll see, Dion. Blurry spoiled himself. I couldn't not. It was all over Twitter. All right, it's not my fault. But ironically enough, the memories I had prior to... Okay, yeah. He didn't lose his aura because of his looks. I like him. I know his personality is cool, so like, you know, he's kind of like a shy guy kind of deal. I still like him. Want people to suffer? No. Hello, Chris. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to MrBlurry's. Welcome. How are you doing, Chris? Hopefully you have a lovely day wherever you are. Welcome in. He lost aura and gained a face. I prefer him with a face. And he's kind of cute. He's like got like a meek personality. Chris, 1 of the 3. No. It is your fault because of how long you took to play Limbus. Yeah, all right. I'll take that. Why won't my old memories come back though? Is it because of the clockhead? Speculation based on your experience with the bus team thus far will not meaningfully contribute to the recovery of your former memories manager. I'm suffering from allergy and can't get meds till tomorrow because everything is closed. Are you able to stay inside and just, is it like hay fever allergies or just like, you know, what kind of allergies? You ever use a phone to communicate? Inductive reasoning conducted from memories with gaps, after all, is bound to have structural limitations. Bongy would serve as an adequate analogy. Ah, bongy. Ah, bongy. I rub my painfully throbbing clock. Alright, Dimly. Ah, fever. Hay fever. Right, okay. At least it's better when you're indoors, but yeah, you go through like an entire box of tissues. It's the worst. I feel you. Hang in there. Take a nap if you need to, because, you know, you don't need to deal with your nose if you're asleep. Yeah, fair enough, Chris. Not all medicine is strong enough, but yeah, look, hang in there. It'll get better, hopefully. Yeah, they suck. Bongy. Yes, bongy. Receiving feed and increasing in body mass alone would provide no meaningful basis for identifying the purpose of its rearing. Even at the terminal stage, when exposed to kitchen instruments and the heat of the stove, its limited experience would prove inadequate to constitute an understanding of its ultimate fate or purpose. Thank you so much for the lurk, Dion. Thank you so much. Enjoy drawing. Likewise, the ultimate answer to your doubt can only be obtained from the whole experience that you have accumulated at the terminus of your entire journey. That is, your allotted mission. Does this mean Dante has the ability to spy on his sinners, like some sort of CCTV? Kind of. We could bring them here. We can't really spy on them, but we can, like, if they're doing something private, we can, like, bring them here. I guess. Because treasure awaits at the end of the road. At the end of hell. Yeah, it's kind of funny. And that treasure will give me back my memories and my head. Also... Indeed. At the end of the road, you'll be able to engrave your aspect. I still have no idea what aspect means, or even whether it's an object, but if I know one thing, it's that me, from before all of this began, had wanted it badly. Obsessively. Desperately. Oh yeah, here we go. Here's the hag love again. It's more like an instinctive knowledge, but with my memories gone, that feeling, however strong it is, does not change the fact that it's another word that with no discernible mental image. Bad! Sit, Alec, bad! And you gotta tell me what, and you're not gonna tell me what it is, wait, hold on. And you're not gonna tell me what it actually is, are you? The aspect. What it means, or why I want it so much? If it remains a piece of information that must be disclosed to you, then no. I am unable to tell you. Then pay it no mind. You're still following your star acceptably. Please concentrate on the journey. I would do it if Hongling was deaf. Okay, you know what? Okay. You know what? If you don't say anything bad about Lucio and Honglu, I won't say anything bad about Yoshi and Otis. If you want to make the pact, put a handshake emoji in the chat right fucking now. I'm gonna say that right now. Otherwise, I'm gonna rag on you for the rest of your life. More importantly, have you grown accustomed to that incomplete power? Current observations suggest you have yet to arrive at that level. I'm gonna murder you, Pat. Well, I've gotten pretty used to focusing on one place at a time, but keeping track of several places at once is a bit tough. Handshake. I'll take it. It's okay, I had one of those funny electrocuting things on my hand. Otis's team is doing well in combat even without my direct supervision, and Rhoda's team is shopping and not engaged in battle at the moment. Taking my mind off of them would prove much easier. But that would give me much needed practice, so I'm doing my best to keep an eye on every sinner status. Sufficient familiarity should result in substantial tactical value. It would be able to cast a wider net when information gathering and employ previously unavailable tactical patterns. Right, and I'll also be able to tell when it's a bad time to call someone in too. Even as I continue talking to Faust, I make sure not to stop observing the places where each group is and what they're doing. I'm gonna shred you're gonna shard the new ID. The only ID I want in the new ones, like the current rotation, is the Honglu one, which you don't even need to roll for. In the next rotation, obviously I want Heathcliff, you know, I want Lucio. But I don't have anything else that I particularly want. It would be good if I get MERSAUUULLTTT, if I don't, meh, kind of deal. Soon, dimly, as soon as I get over the oh no. Anyone think of Lobotomy Inc? Lobotomy Corporation, you mean? If you talk about Lobotomy Corporation, Justin, that is the prequel to this game. So in the series, there's 3 games. Lobotomy Corporation, Library of Ruina, and then this game. So Lobotomy Corporation is the first game in the series. Oh yeah, too bad Heath will be Lucio instead of Honglu. You know what? It's sad, but I'll take it. Honestly, I'll take it. I'm a bit sad that Honglu was the ring maestro, but I will take Heathcliff. Heathcliff was my second choice if it wasn't Lucio. If it wasn't Honglu. Oh yeah? Yeah. We're still waiting for you to finish lobotomy. I know. I've been busy. Please, what, Dimly? No. Even as it continues to... I already read that. Yep, pulling Heathcliff to the rear was the right call. I don't see any injuries. His team was still doing pretty well, even without my directions. As for Roria, wait, did she just stuff all of the pastries and bread she brought into her pockets? How did she manage that with a huge baguette? Skill. Roria, my beloved Onea-san. What kind of cheese is it? Expired. That's all you need to know. If you know that, you know enough not to go and touch that thing with a barred pole. We can't make certain jokes because you haven't played Ruiner. Yeah. I introduced a friend to LobCorp today. He's a Warhammer 40k fan. He'll be fine. Oh, yeah, he will be fine. In my opinion, I would say Warhammer is a lot more fucked up than Lobotomy Corp. Not by much, but it's still more fucked up, in my opinion. And Otis's group, let's see. Looks like they joined up with the LCD team without any issues. LCD, then that guy over there must be... Hang on. Faust. There's a dude I've seen before, but he seems... different from what I remember. Oh, is it Kim? Could you specify the issue? I'm monitoring the situation right now. We should probably join up with them too. Let's end the consultation here. This is rather precipitous, Dante. If the incident is of a serious nature, perhaps a request for support from the LCC... No, it's not an incident. Though, I wouldn't say it's not serious. Maybe it isn't. It sounds like it's an issue. I don't think Kim... It was sour with it. Oh, Alec. How do you not know what cheese it was? I mean... Oh, Alec, Minger. You fucking Minger. This is going from bad to worse, really. Dante seems to be tied up helping other groups. Otis' command calls has been working out well enough, I'll give her that, but we've managed to hold the line better than expected. We're definitely starting to feel the strain. Why are you wavering your hand over arm and hand signals? Huh? What signals? What's swinging arm sideways even supposed to mean? You don't know? It's scatter, damn it, so scatter. Oh, that was close. Almost got flattened. Damn it, even rookies with nothing but most rudimentary of military training would have recognized a hand signal that basic. Well, we're not trained soldiers, are we? Verily, the flourish of a single hand doth indeed make a boast of chivalric elegance. Yet thou suddenly weavest thine arms about, clenching and unclenching thy hands in that mystical fashion, only to suddenly turn tail. Forsooth, I am left bereft of understanding what thou meantst to say. That is not good, Alec. Hey, I brought a months ago. That doesn't mean you should still eat it. Throw it in a bin. Dog mold is mold. Yeah. That's not the mood. Yeah, no, it's not. It really doesn't. To think of all this personnel on the team, only the Swabby has the discipline to interpret a basic field signal. I only picked it up during my sailing days, and realistically speaking, did you really expect ordinary people to, like the others, to understand professional military signals? This is unacceptable. After all the operations that you've been deployed under my lead, you're still ignorant when it comes to non-verbal signals. I don't even think Dante would know those signals. Yeah, might as well be splitting hairs, literally. Let us appease our agitated hearts and follow Miss Otis' instruction. We should disperse and withdraw. Megaton landing! Hey, pretty cool, huh? Let's face it, I know how to make one hell of an entrance. Whoa, aren't you supposed to be cleaning up the distortions upstairs? Oh, finito, like a million years ago. You guys were taking forever, so I thought I'd peek and lend a hand. You're welcome. The golden retriever's back. She is such a fucking golden retriever. You're so right. Ezra is such golden retriever coded. Split by your thundering descent, the floor's form and shape are now crushed beneath mending, sunken deep enough to be likened to the incipience of a wellspring. And don't you worry about it. That's all after teams to take care of. Anyway, that should be all of them, right? She's a sheep to me because that one sound effect. Okay. The forces of your landing neutralized the last distortions outside the building. Great, can you check out the distorted peep's face and clothes? The faces are all segmented. Makes my skin crawl and not a pleasant sight. As for the attire, This one appears to be doing a fuck, Jesus Christ, I fucked that up real bad. This one appears to be a sweeper, and that one yonder bears the attire of an ordinary fixer. And distortion I landed on? Probably a local resident, judging by the clothes. Did any of you happen to see anything nearby bursting with a big pop and flash? Nay, not once. Okie dokie, you know what I want, then let's head upstairs. The suppression request is kind of a pain. We'll need to, like, put together a nice neat plan before we start poking it too hard. A plan, sayst thou? How? Was this not a mere matter of seeing distortions where they stand? Huh? Wait, did nobody brief you? This has oft been the structure of our assignments. We are given instructions, we perform them, and only afterwards do we begin to perceive the danger and contour of the task to which we have committed our hands. Not gonna lie, just say justice for all of Don's dialogue. What? I can just do a soundboard for him? Now I want to give her head pats and belly rubs. Who? Ezra? Do you mean Ezra? Really? Well, I guess every department has its own ways of doing things. No big deal. I'll explain everything once we're upstairs. Oh, by the way, you didn't meet the whole team last time, did you? Only a new girl. This time, that dude. I mean, Mr. Bamboo-Headed Kim is also here, so... Huh? He's okay now? Sure he is! You'll be surprised once you see just how okay he is now. But last time you said he was still under treatment. To be precise, I believe Miss Engdu stated that his mind was yet to regain its former tranquility. That? You'll get used to it once you see him. I feel like we'll just end up having the same conversation twice if I say anything about it right now. Look, if that Ezra gives me that vibe, okay? Ezra gives me that vibe. Ah, you have arrived. Oh, it's blinding. It's so bright. The midday sun is pouring in like crazy. Yet the warm tickle of the sunbeam is rather agreeable. California girls, we're undefeatable. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's whatchamacallit, Ezra. Hi. No, this is not sunlight. Hello, Era. Welcome in. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to MrBlurry's. Welcome. How you doing? Hopefully you have a lovely day wherever you are. Welcome in.
Oh, here we go. This is the first time we've got Robo Voice in a Limbus Company stream, isn't it? The pure light from the aura. Yeah, the aura of this motherfucker. Did you change your profile picture? You changed your profile picture, didn't you? I feel like you changed your profile picture. What did you change it to? I can't tell. I gave him... Oh, is it a cheese? It's totally a cheese, isn't it? It's totally a fucking cheese with the
rooster, like, cock on it, isn't it? I gave him a Duke Nukem voice and I fell in love with it when I first saw his face. Yes, Alec changed their profile picture. Yeah, I knew it. A chicken frog? Doubtful, mate. Then what exactly is this light? Why is this thing on again? It's bright enough to fry my eyeballs. Apologies, Lady Ezra. I am yet accustomed to this machine. This is my first time laying a hand upon the complicated working of such contraption. It activated on its own accord. I've yet to discover the method by which it may be silenced. That's why I told you not to leave it alone. Fiddling in... Oh, hold on. I think this is Kim. What's Kim's voice? That's why I told you not to leave it alone. Fiddling with things you don't understand usually ends with something, or you, broken. Nothing good comes of it, I tell you. But, Mentor, Lady Moses has instructed me that every moment and event clues are hidden under the veil of one's surrounding and must be examined with care. Need to farm XP before your next form. Yeah, and that only works if you're savvy about the knack. Hang on, did you just say mentor? I've not been afforded a proper opportunity to introduce him to you. Here is the team leader of the Blade lineage, who is all but a master under who I'm apprenticed. Do you really have to dress it up like that? I told you I only took the role because there wasn't anyone else to take the job. Switch. Where is the switch? I gotcha. Click. Oh, I thought that was... that's awkward. I like his face. I love his face. I didn't realize that wasn't him. I thought, does he not wear his bamboo hat anymore? Aww. I like the bamboo hat. I like that though. I like that, but this is, you know. You made a mistake of playing this intervallo during the night. Well, get flashbanged. Goodness. Known as Bamboo Head Kim. Yes, that's me. I guess I should say, pleased to meet you folks. He's got a bit of a fuckboy voice, doesn't he? I've accidentally made him into a fuckboy. Accidentally, 100%. Oh yeah, I made the mistake. Oh, you have no idea how bad it is? Your eyes. My eyes! The light! Ah. Okay, so... More often than not, the first impressions are prone to change. The bamboo-hatted Kim I remember was a man who drowned his own fathoms, blaming himself for his own powerlessness with a listless, heavy voice. That, however, had been while he was distorted and sunken into himself, so I figured his original personality might be somewhat different. But this is not just somewhat. There is a Kim and Engdu announcer. Are they separate or are they together? Dimly. He's not a fraud, he's just cute. He's got Gap Moe. His personality isn't even the same ballpark as my expectations. You're telling me this guy here is Bamboo-Hatted Kim? Yep, we double-checked with Ezra and he's really the same guy. Oh, that's a lot of fire in your head. It's not hot at all? Fascinating stuff. I don't like this face. This expression, I don't know. It looks so weird. I don't know, it feels really uncanny, this face. I don't know why. I don't know why this face looks so weird. They together and in the current capital. Ah, I see. Can we check again, just in case? I really can't wrap my head around the fact that this is the sullen, serious man who we had fought. Just look at what he's doing. He's rubbing his face all over like he's checking out some kind of mantelpiece ornament. Lots of ticking and talking going on. That's supposed to sound like I'm talking to you folks, huh? Further confirmation would be redundant, Dante. This individual is conclusively identical to the one designated as Bamboo-Hatted Kim. Hi, welcome in, Cat. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to MrBlurry. Welcome. He's moving? Yeah. Oh, that's right, yeah. Since Kim Ji-hoon learned that you can move sprites around, they've been doing that every single canto. Oh no. I've got no idea what you folks are so suspicious about. And dude, just what exactly have you been telling people out there about me? They're all staring like they've seen a ghost. Kim talks so unprofessionally. I like him because of that. I told them you're a gallant and formidable warrior mentor. But they don't look like they've heard the most flattering things about me. Don't you hear it? The faint undercurrent of disappointment in the ticking? Oh. Oh. I also told them that you're a man of few words, but with much affection for the followers under your command. That's not true. Engdu? Yes, mentor. That's a complete and utter lie. Man of few words is definitely not something I can say about a guy who's as talkative as me, don't you think? Yet I spoke of no falsehood. Although your conduct is rather shallow, perhaps less refined for a leader of an organization, you're much more reserved and taciturn when conversing with those unfamiliar to you, are you not? No matter who may one be, the one is bound to inspire either approval or disapproval from those around him. So I refrain from mentioning any truths that might invite the latter. To even hint anything that might tarnish the reputation my master would not be unlike spitting in his name, and mine by extension. Do you think Dante wanted Kim to be a daddy? I think so. Hello, Valentine, Vixen Valentine. Welcome in. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to MrBlurry. Welcome. I've seen that name before. Have you been into stream? Is that where I've seen you, Vixen Valentine? Either way, welcome in and enjoy my streams. Welcome to the Knolls. Welcome. Did you see that? I'm not reading that, Cat, you motherfucker. Sorry about that. I expected scars on him, to be honest, based on Mr. Salt Kim. Oh, that's true. To be fair, all of the IDs, for example, like Lei Heng is really talkative. But even then, Mersault's like, thumb ID was just like really shallow and brooding and all that. So I don't know. I want one day to get another ID like Ting Tang Clan, right? Where the ID is like just super happy-go-lucky. I want one day to get another ID like that. Where's my old man Kim? I know, right? Oh, Jesus. I've got hiccups. That's awkward. I simply had no reason to put ears around on my own folks in any case. Oh, so you can't see anything if I block this part, Tell me, how many fingers am I holding up? Those are not my eyes, you know. Your own folk, huh? Then you already have acknowledged and accepted that you now belong to Limbus Company. Why dost thou not pay a visit to the LCE? Verily, when one's mind is plagued by the absence of tranquility, venturing forth into an open air and touchable field of grass, Vixen, thank you so much for the raid. Arigatou gozaimasu. Welcome in, raiders on the purple side. Welcome in. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome. How you doing, Vixen? Vixen, are you from Tsubasa Stream? Do I know you through Tsubasa Stream or do I know you from somewhere else? Purple side. Yeah, Twitch side. Twitch is purple, YouTube is red. But yeah, the fart means I got a raid. Doing good? How about you? I'm doing really good. We're playing the new story segment of Limbus Company. It's pretty good so far. Is that what we're calling Twitch now? Yeah, purple side. And then YouTube is the red side. Let's see. An asset of the company is expected to act in the company's interest. Yet, for whatever reason, I didn't see you fighting on the field during the Operation Spiderpile. You will have to account for your absence in the mission. Otis dressed Kim as though she were conducting a formal investigation. Every word flat and hard. It was obvious that she was not about to let her guard down anytime soon. I met you through VO. Through VO? Oh god, I am, my friend groups are all fucking mixing and melding. You're here everywhere? Yeah, I'm in the ceiling. My ceiling is very easily collapsible, so careful up there. Make sure you don't fall. Is this game series Korean? Yes, it is. It is a Korean series, yes. What mission? Oh, that one. Kim finally seemed inclined to assume a more serious disposition. He stopped peering into my face and turned towards Otis, although his hand was still on his head. Alright, clearly there's some disconnect between expectations here. Listen here, I'm really not at all about hard, bothersome work. Get what I mean? The real disconnect was between stoic expression and the words coming out of his mouth. You know what vibe he gives me? He gives me Gintama vibes. Is anyone else getting that from him? Is anyone else getting Gintama vibes from him, where he's like super serious, but everything he says is just stupid? Oh, is that what you said earlier? Oh, like, oh, well, there you go. I've got one person to agree with me. He totally can talk. It's the sword Ione. What? So let's talk about the kind of fellow I am. Meet the resident layabout, who's forced to do this job with a frown too, I might add. Only when he's absolutely no other choice. I'm really not some big shot Engdu's apparently been promoting me as, folks. And I'd very much like you to stop getting roped into stuff that keeps putting my life on the line. Fine, then why did you join LCD in the first place if you'd rather be unemployed? No, never mind, they probably forced you to stay. You catch on quick? First, they spout nonsense about distortions and all, and then they force-hired me, calling me a company-owned resource or whatever. And the other day, they were again on about, what's its name, Golden Bow? Yeah, they invited me on a tour to another department to listen on some important presentation. And I accepted. I thought it would be a fine opportunity to broaden my perspective. Engdu, dear, there are times when your commitment to duties shines brighter than the sun. I find that attitude so dazzling that I have to squint when I'm looking at you. Who knows, maybe that's why I'm wearing this bamboo hat, to shade my eyes from your utter brilliance. Aww. Do you mean to say that you're in need of a shield to protect your eyes? Lady Ezra, might I submit a request for a pair of sunglasses to my mentor? Only if it's not too much of an imposition on the budget, that is. That right there is why I keep telling you not to do. You can't just say yes to every silly thing he says and then turn it into a supply request. Simple expenses add up a lot, you know. You gotta save up everything you can in the piggy bank while you still can, or you end up broke. Kim has that oh fuck face. Yeah, he really does. He's so exasperated. Is there truly no room for reconsideration? No means no. Then pray make the purchase for me. I shall cover the cost myself. No Wait, what? My poor mentor is in a state of great discomfort. Yet I possess neither the wisdom nor the knowledge to navigate the silver tongue of merchants, and the maze of stalls to locate the very best item. So I must beg his favor of you. Well, I'm not rated that. Fucking you and your expired cheese, Arlek. You're giving me a freaking headache, girl. I am aware that you and yours are no stranger to such dealing. There's no one else I can trust to complete such a procurement with the swiftness of the wind. You know what? Never mind what I said. I'll get you what you want. You heard the gentle lady, mentor. Your suffering shall be alleviated. Right. My apologies for interrupting you amid your conversation. Pray, continue. You had reached the part where they had invited you on a tour to another department. Jesus Christ, Engdu is fucking... Is she a yandere? She gives me yandere vibes. Kim's is such a thingy-macilly. Yeah. No sooner Engdu's words left her lips and her eyes glinted with something I couldn't really put my finger on, but it was a strange intensity that sent a shit chill down my spine. Moses Udis? Yeah, so that day I was gonna relax and watch some TV. Well, good on you for showing up to work today, I guess. Let's say there was a debt to be repaid. At least you understand that we are indeed indebted to the company. Of course, that's the first thing you'll think of, Alec. Yeah, I suppose so. Kim's gaze lingered on Engdu's prosthetic arm as he answered. Oh, Miss Engdu, your arm. Only after Kim's gaze did Sinclair seem to notice Engdu's brand new prosthetic arm. The last time we saw her, Engdu had lost both her arms, and I remember Ezra asking her to sit tight and choose what type of prosthetic she wanted. Those arms are probably it. Valentina Rodion and Lucio Heathcliff before Walpurgis is so evil. I know. Lucio is like one of the only IDs I actually really want. And they do that to me. It's not just the arms, even her clothes are different now. And that sword. I made these arms fitted anew as soon as the operation was concluded. The gracious host of one of the LCD teams had prepared them in advance. Jokes on you, Dimly, you got 6k lunacy? You motherfucking rich bastard. With an evident satisfaction, Engdu held up her dark metallic wrists as if to showcase them. The components fixed along her arm clicked and rattled, unfolded for a moment before neatly folding back into place. Oh yeah, we all know what IDs are like once. Oh, such grateful smoothness. Where did the machine's articulation? 'Tis as though I am beholding a marvelous prosthesis of the illustrious Siegfried himself. Oh, not him again. Yep, the showcase would have gone lackluster without that trademark reaction. There's a striking similar to Schwarz Industries N7 lineup. Schwarz. Ah, das ist ein Deutsch. That's right, because N-Corp is Germany. But I thought that model was discontinued. Nah, not theirs. It's one of the prototypes developed by LCD's Phenomena deciphering team, and they put them on her for trial. That hag gel would be mine. No doubt you find another like them. They're based on technology spun from distortions. I got the shittiest pulls on Oda, so I'm praying that there's a sign of good luck to come. Yeah. Oh, I see. For a brief moment, Sinclair's eyes lit up as if he had glimpsed something that brought him back to a memory. Then just as quickly, he fell silent. Whatever he wanted to say next, catching it in his chest. Does something trouble you, Master Sinclair? Oh, shit. It wasn't that hard to understand what struck the tender memory of Sinclair, and why it cast a shadow over his face. Oh, yeah. There it was. A sin, a holy mother, I'm infected, you have infected me. Sorry, just reminded me of something from a long time ago. My dad used to work with prosthesis before he passed away. I thought this was the exact same model I saw back then. It appears I lack tact. These arms have stirred a painful memory within you. For that, I apologize. It's alright, I'm fine now. Sinclair's voice still carried a faint tremor, but beneath it, there was firmness that had not been there before. Yeah, I know, well, right, Alec? He really had grown a great deal. You can thank Yitz Trilly for picking the sword. I was there with her. I did inform Lady Ezra that any blade would serve as a weapon would suffice, but she insisted on browsing the goods. I dare say I was given the opportunity to lay my hands on every type of sword I could ever hope to see in this life, walking through the workshop street that day. My first Walpurgis was so crappy. My first Walpurgis, I got the Night of Despair, so I was happy. Oh please, girl, we just walked for 4 hours. That's nothing. While everyone was distracted taking in Engdu's new outfit and equipment, Kim had quietly slipped away from the crowd and crouched down in a corner. He was rummaging around through things scattered on the floor, picking them up. Is he pocketing them? Anyways, what's this the place supposed to be? What are even all these things? It's basically a wreck now, but there are strobes that that cloth backdrop. Wait, there's strobes and that cloth backdrop over there. Maybe it used to be a photo studio? My first Walpurgis was met, you got some IDs you wanted and shouted the rest. Fair enough, yeah. Oh, so that could explain why there's so many photos stuck around the place. Probably. This thing looks like a camera at least. Sinclair picked up a small cylindrical object and turned it over in his hands, studying it with curiosity. What do you suppose this is? A battery, maybe? Or maybe a piece of schadenfreude. My first one pulled it out, but there's some kind of strap inside. Let me just pull it out. No, that's... Is that a grenade? Was that a grenade? Say, isn't there a refraction railway rerun happening? I don't know. Hi. Hello, Yusuf. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to MrBlurry's. Welcome. How you doing? I like how my name isn't even the moaning guy. I'm just moaning. I'm not even a guy anymore. I've been demoted from moaning guy just to moaning. Welcome in, Yusuf. Oda shouted a sharp warning at Sinclair as if she'd realized something. But Mersaul's hand shot out before she could even finish, clasping over Sinclair's wrist, before the strip could be pulled out. What did I do? Exposure to sunlight damages these objects. Ah, I already pulled a little bit out though. It can be rewound. Carefully rotate the ridge section on the cylinder. Okay, Boomer. I'm currently blocking the sunlight from reaching the exposed section. Damage is of no concern. Oh, okay, you mean this one, right? This is part that rotates? Yep, it went back in. With a quiet mood, MERSAUUULLTTT took the object from Sinclair's hand. It seems to be a film roll. There is something written on the outside. Experiment 4? I think in the intervallo, MERSAUUULLTTT has more words than he has in most cantos. I mean, it makes sense, because it's his intervallo that's coming up. It appears to be a compact roller film camera. You seem to have handled one before. Yes. MERSAUUULLTTT's answer came without any further explanation, but the way he adjusted his camera on the table certainly didn't look like that of a first-timer. I wonder how, I wonder why. I once received a report containing photographs taken on film cameras during the war. Film rolls used by NCORP are particularly difficult to falsify, yet they were often used to collect intelligence during secret operations. The film fixes light directly onto the medium, from what I've heard. Oh! Are we going to be able to learn about the NCORP singularity? Is that what's happening? A peculiar expression flashed across Ezra's face as she regarded Otis. Perhaps it was the mention of the war that caught her attention. Anyway, we've managed to regroup in one piece. Let's come up with a plan and deal with these distortions, guys. Where should we begin? Can't wait for 9.3 MERSAUUULLTTT moments. In the next breath, she returned to her usual bubbly self and steered the conversation away from the subject. You know, security in NCORP has to be shit with its taboo against filming? Well... I didn't realize that was a taboo, but I guess we'll find out. Both Ezra and I we are both still trying to free the misconception we inflicted on ourselves. For all her unfailing pokey disposition, Ezra too may be carrying traumatic memories every bit as devastating as Gregor's. Does there yet remain aught deserving illumination? Huh? Yeah, wait, you're right. Haven't we cleaned up the distortion already? I couldn't feel any more traces of distortion nearby, and it didn't seem like the other Sinners teams elsewhere were actively engaged in battle at the moment either. Dante is asking whether the distortion suppression has not in fact been already concluded. No, not yet. These people we fought now, they just got caught up in the distortion. They didn't actually distort themselves. We've gotten close to the distortion's inflection point yet. Inflection point? Oh, is it like a monolith? Is it like the monolith we did before? Anywho, finding the inflection point without a team lead around is going to take some time. Maybe it won't be too bad with your help. Ezra swept her eyes around with the room with a look of frustration as though she had just been handed a puzzle box with half the pieces missing. No, Moses is never coming back. By inflection point, are you referring to the point on a graph in which the directionality of its curvature changes? Calling to mind the present context may be less of a mathematical term and more of a specialized policy referring to the point at which distortion occurs, the motive, intent, or indeed the point at which the inflection of the mind occurs. Yeah, that's about right. That's the kind of inflection point I was talking about. So in your department, we use the term to mean the source of a distortion, the inflector or cause behind it, stuff like that. I should, but I need to finish Ruiner before I do that, Kat. You know, distortion's hard to treat if you don't know the core cause. Treating the symptoms you see on the surface, all you like, but if you never find the root cause, the distortion's never getting solved. Though, I guess you guys never really had to look for that kind of stuff, huh? Your boss clock opened the door and there are fathoms or over there, right? You mean Dungeon of the Fathoms? Yeah, that's the one. From where we're standing, distortions are really high maintenance, time-consuming headaches. It's one thing of somehow managed to locate the inflection point, but carrying it is another thing. But you guys can just mark straight up to someone's heart, knock the snot out of everything in there, and then ta-da! Patient's already discharged. That's how it works, right? Ugh. Not gonna lie, I was so jealous when I heard about it, I almost bit my sleeve off. I don't believe Distortion Detective has any Ruiner spoilers. Does it have any spoilers that I haven't done yet? Because if it does, I need to finish whatever I spoil before I do it. Verily, I thought your team would set about resolving... Oh wait, no. Verily, I thought your team would set about resolving distortions once the foe was vanquished. As we are wont to do. Was that not so? Of course not. Why would anyone come with us to a distortion suppression request if it were that simple in the first place? But yeah, most of the time, peeps try and brute force approaches to it first. Then when things go south, they send requests to the company or to our detective's office. You have to double check? Okay. That means the client must have been... Bingo! Apparently the residents of Butter Street had all tipped in to commission all kinds of agencies, like the Spy and the Combat Specialized Fixer officers. But none of them could actually do things right, and the job got passed down to us. Meaning, the distortion phenomena related to this kind of photograph is still occurring unchecked somewhere on the streets. The distortion phenomena related to these photographs. We don't even see what's wrong with the photographs. What's wrong with the photographs? Exactly, that's why we gotta find something. Anything that might count as a clue. Ezra gazed down at the people lying on the floor with a complicated expression. Neat ash grey suits. And the logo on the collar of the uniform and briefcases. Hey, isn't that N-Corp's logo? Come to think of it, wasn't MERSAUUULLTTT... I was once employed by N-Corp. What, you used to work with those people? Yeah, he did mention that he used to work at N-Corp. Maybe he can offer us some insight. What's wrong with this photograph? Being a Nickelback music. Look at this graph. Do you know who these guys are, MERSAUUULLTTT? Yes, manager. These are N-Corp Class 2 staff members. Given the camera briefcase in their position, they're likely members of the pinframe team of Service Der Klaus. MERSAUUULLTTT recited the information as though he was pulling it from a file he had already sorted out and placed into the back of his shelf in his mind. Okay, pinframe team, huh? Anything you can tell us about them? Gonna go rest, allergies kicking your ass, have fun. Oh good, Chris, thank you so much for coming, I really appreciate it. Hopefully you have a lovely time, thank you. Yes. It is one of N-Corp's many field departments related to the information gathering and processing. The primary duties include the handling of N-Corp's internal information, analysis of N-Corp's internal intelligence, the sorting and arranging of N-Corp's internal information, and intersector... That'd be enough. Wow, is he like a talking encyclopedia or something? Yeah, another thing to be jealous of. You think it'll be okay if we borrow him sometimes? Might be an issue for us if you just went and borrowed our team's encyclopedia. Looks like everyone agrees that he's an encyclopedia. Oh, poor MERSAUUULLTTT. Oh, Pete Sunshine, thank you so much. Oh, I know, PT Sunshine. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Purple Knolls. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? Hopefully you have a lovely day. Anyways, your encyclopedia's right. They're from N-Corp's pinframe team. Seen them a few times in N-Corp's nest. Hello, Hideki. Welcome in. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to MrBlurry's. Welcome, welcome. Distortion Detective and Leviathan both have Ruiner spoilers, one just as more than the other. Right, okay, so I won't be looking at both of them until I finish Ruiner. But why would people already be busy enough dealing with the nest affairs come all the way out here to a shabby back street like this? Huh? Got any guesses? I am unable to determine that. The possible range of connection between the two pieces of information is exceedingly broad. Listing every relevant reason as to why they may have come here would require a considerable amount of time. Therefore, I will not present a determinative answer to that question. Ezra staring holes into me with an unspoken, "Is this dude always like this?" would pull any answers from me, you know. Wouldn't pull any answers from me, you know. Because aside from the combat situations, I've still got no way to figure out what's going on in his head. Okay then, MERSAUUULLTTT. Maybe this will be easier to answer, from an objective point of view. And that was when I noticed something I never imagined would happen. MERSAUUULLTTT's eyes widened, his gaze fixing on me with such force that I could almost feel the faint tremor in it. A leveling stare that came with, "There is no such thing as objective point of view." I bet that's something related to his canto. Meep. Manager. A clipped tone and a look of almost bordering on rebuke. Given judgment may seem infinitely close to objectivity, but ultimately, things are all subjective without exception. I fell silent for a moment, lost in thought.
Tamagotchi time!
Thank you so much for Tamagotchi time, Patchy. Welcome in. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome, welcome. Everyone look outside, take care of your eyes, and drink and stretch. There we go. Okay. Part of it was because MERSAUUULLTT's reaction has caught me off guard, but I also wondered whether this response might be connected to why he would always refuse to make judgments for himself. Hi again. Yeah. Welcome back, Patchy. And if there's something to do with this, if this has something to do with his turn, which I know is just right around the corner, got it. Then tell me 3 subjective reasons you think are most likely to why people had to come all the way back into the back streets. I need to understand who he actually is as much as I can. Because I'll never know when I get another chance to really get to know him if I brush this off with a simple, "Oh, I see, my bad," as usual. Yes, manager. I would presume that the mission was one of the following: retrieval of a video recording on recordings in the violation of N-Corp's taboo, prompt elimination of the violator, contact with an informant on the backstreets collaborating with the N-Corp's nest, or identification and arrest of a wanted individual or individuals designated by the nest. Taboo? You mean those people could be taboo hunters? Nah, no way. They don't send out taboo hunters for every single violation, you know. Like, wings usually leave minor taboo violations to be handled by subcontracted fixer officers or employees of departments in charge. I'd say these guys here are NCOPS staff. Miss Sangdu, what are you looking for in their pockets? I'm looking for their belongings, for enlightening clues that yet may be hidden with their sleeve or the fold of their garments. Lady Moses has gifted me with the art of discerning the truth from what lies before her, but with but a single glance. Yet my eyes are foreign to such a feat. Let me take a look. This one is an employee card, and okay, this one's a wallet, so let's put that back. We don't want to be robbers. Ah, this might be it. It's an order missive. Ezra put the sheet of paper out from the NCORP staff trench coat, and read its contents out loud. Work details. Elimination of the individual of a Category 3 taboo violation. Address, Butter Street. This is the place. Which means that all of this might be pointing to something. Whoever worked on the studio and the distortion phenomenon might be connected. Yeah, now that you mention it, when the whole pop-up and change thing happened, I did kind of feel like camouflage. Alright, let's start by combing through the place. Let me know if you find anything suspicious. Why are the ISIS badges an actual portrait, yet the sinners don't have proper portraits? The ISIS? Oh, the LCEs! I don't know. That's a good question. To be fair, we don't really have badges, do we? I don't think we have badges. Oh, maybe we do. I don't know. Don Quixote must have been miffed for not getting to play the detective back in T-Corp. No idea where she'd been keeping them, but she immediately pulled out the detective props she had been given, Roria, Ryoshi, and Honglu back then. Verily, I foreseen that the day would come. Fortunately, Otis was in no time to put an end to Don Quixote's badly timed shenanigan. A sharply dressed down from her was enough to make our dejected chivalric adventurer stuff the costume away. Spire art power creep. That's true, it could be power creep. We have cards and it's just impossible to see their actual portrait. Ah. Okay then, we should get moving too. Oh, it's this place. What corp was this in? I forgot what corp this was in. I know this was Gregor's old place, right? But what? Oh, we have our first fight. Okay. Interesting. Let's go with Blade. And then let's go MERSAUUULLTTT. Can I, where is it? Support? MERSAUUULLTTT. No one has it. What's the other one? Was it Ishmael? Who was the other person who had, oh, Blade Lineage gets bonuses here. Oh, Blade Lineage gets bonus. BL team do get extra points. I don't really have a BL team. The best I could do is probably this. That's probably the best I could do. Yeah. No one has it, he says, as Mr. Salt has 50% up. No, I was looking for the, I wasn't looking for the points. I was looking for the whatchamacallit? The new ID. If anyone got the new MERSAUUULLTTT ID, that's what I was looking for. So, level 60, 59, yeah, this should work. Yeah, alright. Bro, I hate packing, maybe I should just cancel my lease. Your lease? No, if you want to move out, you gotta move out. From what I heard from, like, what you said on Twitter, you know, moving out might be healthy. I have the Honglu. I need the Honglu. That's what I'm getting right now. New ego. No, oh, it's an ego. I thought it was an ID. MERSAUUULLTTT doesn't have a new... Okay, right. We spent a long time while rifling through the photo studio with the LCD team, but no one found any decisive evidence. Oh yeah, it is very, very important. Yeah, so you know. There are a lot of photos, but it's almost all of them are pictures of
Dementia.
Nothing much to tell from that. Just so much to do. That's fair. That's fair. I can't have dementia if I didn't know that to begin with. Aside from the canister containing the film roll Sinclair picked up, there are no remaining items. Shit. There are no remaining items here that can count as a proper clue, Executive Manager. I've confirmed that the rest are all empty plastic containers. Then it's probably best to check the contents of the film roll directly. Yes, Executive Manager. I'll find a way to develop the film. Did you guys find any sort of photo development room or equipment nearby? Let's search a little more before we see what's in the film roll. Mentor, what do you make of this object? For the 8th time, Engdu, I've got no idea. If I had wits bright enough to understand all that lies before me with a single glance like that team leader, I would have passed the royal examinations long ago and secured myself a lucrative job as a court official. But, Mentor, hadn't you already passed the royal... Once swung, a sword does not retrace its arc, Engdu. So it is with life. There's no undoing what has already been cut. Thus, it is unnecessary to dwell on what can no longer be undone. There is no after for what has been slashed away. A friend showed me his tremor team. The motherfucker had W called Faust on it. What? And it was pointed out. The motherfucker had the gall to say it's a reference. A reference to what? What is the reference of doubly called Faust to? Speaking of tremor teams, they are such a slog in early MD. Oh, look. I really wish we had better tremor teams. I know tremor is like a really powerful effect, but I don't like any IDs that use it. Apart from maybe the Ujet Udus. That's probably one of the only ones who primarily, like, you know, that I would use as a tremor in a tremor team. Everything else is pretty eh. Not for you, Mentor. Ought you dwell on what can no longer be undone? Yeah, 100 different flavors of tremor. I misspoke. I did not mean it that way, Ingdu. I merely want to say that I do not wish to recall my past. I'm aware. You have told me since long ago, whenever you were placed in a position to retrace the past. Meanwhile, people getting railed by Lucio and Valentina due to tremor. Hey, if Lucio gets tremor, I'm all in. Within the new thumb IDs coming, it's going to be pretty not good to mention it's the IDs with mediocre tremor ID. Wait, what? With the new thumb IDs coming in, it's gonna be pretty not good to mention it's for the IDs with mediocre tremor IDs. You mean it's for the sinners with mediocre tremor IDs? Is that what you mean? Hello, Cross, welcome in. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome, welcome, and thank you so much for the lurk. Mostly at the eateries where you filled your belly on unpaid tabs. Each time you brought down this stone wall before a house by your own erring hand. Those are exactly the kind of words you should never forget. Yes, it's going to replace bad tremor IDs. In that case, I'm glad. To be fair, I don't have a tremor. Do I have a tremor for? Oh, well, we'll look at our team after. Huh? Ow, my belly. I feel stabbing pain inside my belly. This spot. Oh, the very wound you once gave me afflicts me yet. The one when you thought you were only poking me with scabbard. Yet by some cruel turn, it was your sword that ran through. Mentor, I said it was completely healed. You said it was completely healed, and yet I need not concern myself with it. Those same words have been repeated at least 80 times. But it still aches every now and then. Chiefly, I want to hear you cutting words that I really don't want to hear. Ah, is that so? Andrew suddenly pulled a sheet of paper and began. Oh, instead of hearing it, she's gonna write it down. I see. Just throw in the House of Spiders team and call it a day. Honestly, yeah. What's this? I've written down the words that I have just said. If hearing my sharp cutting words afflicts you so much, perhaps reading them would instead cause you no suffering. Oh, Engdu. Kim's face began to contort like a wet dish towel being run dry. I can't really believe that this is the same mentor Engdu followed so devotedly. Where's all the dignity and forbearance Engdu said he had? Young Engdu, the matter is I would like to ask thee. Apparently, I wasn't the only one who felt that way about him. Pray, speak freely. This may perhaps be a discourteous inquiry, but I too, when speaking of those who I serve, often ornament my words with laudation of an acceptable degree, and yet... I understand your concern, Lady Don Quixote. I suppose this is your first time meeting the mentor with his shoulders so unbraced, and his bearing so loose. In truth, when I was first beheld him, I also wondered whether such a man could truly be a I wondered whether such a man could truly be a leader worthy placing my faith in. However, upon your honor, I assure you that I have never once uttered a falsehood when I spoke of him to you. My respect towards my blade, wait, what? My respect towards the blades of my own and foes alike, my determination to safeguard what must be protected, and even those arms to be torn apart, all of these are, undoubtedly, the teachings that my mentor has imparted onto me. Truly? Why, if fortune would grant me opportunity, you may witness mentor's true self yourself someday. That is to say, if we let ourselves be carried by the currents of the river, to arrive at such a chance. Andrew gave her prosthetic arm a casual sweep, smiling sincerely as though she truly believed every word she said. Then, leaning closer to Don Quixote, she whispered, Besides, unless I speak with this feigned stern ignorance, there'll be no end to his digging into his heels. I'd ask for your trust, for all is aimed at his benefit. Hello, Boko! Welcome in! Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to MrBlurry. Welcome, welcome! Hello, Carmen Rider Hydra. Thank you so much for lurking. I really appreciate it. Welcome in, welcome in. I am this close to completing my House of Spiders team, but if I can't get both KOD and Thumb Rodion with my boxes. The Thumb will have to wait. Her sacrifice really is the easiest path. So that's what it was. I get it now. Slam! Oh, hello. Just as I witnessed the budding of this peculiar bond of commiserate and camaraderie between our chivalric friends, the door leading outside was flung open with a loud slam. We have arrived at the target location. It appears that the advance party was already being defeated. Wait, who are these people? Didn't they say there was only one single violator? Oh, crap. Oh, my eyes are already hurting seeing these guys show up. It looks like it's too late to talk our way out of this. Whatever excuses we come up with. Oh boy, this is not gonna go well. The same thing happened last time. When I saw the NCOPing employees, I thought we had the wrong intel. And all of a sudden, boop! As a sudden flash blinded my vision white. As though I had stared straight into a burst of searing light. So intense and bright that it made my head swim. Yeah, there was the same pop and... With my vision blinded, the only thing I could make out was Ezra's soft murmur. Until even that came to stop as the breathing hushed. Whoa, what the fuck is... Whoa. This gives me Kim's Fathoms vibes. I wonder if we're gonna get a Pinky Nurse Father ID since you can see the Nurse Father in HOS Roshi Sart. Maybe? Maybe. Unlikely, I would say. Oh. It didn't take long for me to realize what was happening. This was the worst intervallo to play at the dead of night. Is it horror? Seeing it again doesn't exactly warm my heart when you say it, Endu. Though S-Corp may indeed be passing through hard times, this alley was not quite so wretched in form, was it, Mentor? Oh wait, wrong person, whoops. Is that right? Looks like much the same to me. Oh, this place. Did we just get teleported to S-Corp? No, Dante. Though it generates a considerable sense of verisimilitude. This is... I think I know what this is. Fathoms! This is a presence. Oh, never mind. It's not horror, it was... Oh, flashbangs, right. This intervallo was certainly something at night. Yeah, horror. This is a presence. I haven't been able to detect it until just now, but somehow it was surrounding us, saturating every corner of the space where we stood. The dreary stone walls, trees bent and coiled in grotesque forms. The sheen of the light and even the air we breathe, all of them were pointed towards a single phenomenon. This is oh, it was a Fathoms! This is the depths of the Fathoms. Fathoms made entirely out of distortion. There are completely different distortions where NCORP employees were just a moment ago. Executive manager, this is exactly it. This is what I'm trying to explain. Whoa, hello. Chunno-kun. Where Ezra pointed, the people in smart, neat suits had vanished, and in their place, figures clad in bloodstained doppel clothes, were approaching us with dragging, uneasy steps. Right, let's fight first and talk later. Ready, Engdu? My blade is poised to strike, Lady Ezra. Wait, where's the Bamboo-hatted dude? I'm afraid that he has already taken his leave. He said he has no desire to cross blades with the Chuno-kuns of S-Corp twice. Come on, man, not again. He's a repeat offender, that's for certain. Executive manager. Wherever Kim's gone off to, this definitely isn't the time to be asking trivial questions. That drip reminded me of Hong Lu's Pinky brother. Oh, Jahu. What does H-Corp need? I love the designs of these guys, but the Photoshop imagery is so freaky to me. A mega flowery looking ass. I like it. I like it. It's like surrealism. On your orders, executive manager. Men, prepare for battle. Alrighty, our first battle of the bloody stream. 1 hour in and we only got our first one. What did these... Oh, wait, incapacitate, bind. Doyukoto. On clash, lose one splitting memory. Turn end, gain one mend. Gain bind. Gain clash up. Okay. Oh, I like the music in this. Yeah, it gives me Japanese horror vibes. By the way, I have the law and passive. Yeah, okay. Deal 5 times for every bind on target. Okay. To cover the eyes is not to be blind. These fabrics, created by using Q-Corp Singularity. Oh, is that the talisman things? Are fashioned into many forms, such as blindfolds and headbands, and are commonly used throughout the East. It is not unusual to see fixers and employees use corporate entities in the East covering their heads and faces with these products. The fabrics serve as the same function as sunglasses, visors, and combat prosthetic eyes found elsewhere in the city. They can scan the target's information in real time, augment the wearer's vision, and provide tactical analysis. At times, they can also serve as a means for communication with distant allies. Okay. Oh, okay, Gimli. Gain 2 points for every avulsion wound. Okay, it's a bleed effect, and that's fine. So their poise bleed mainly. Alright. I could probably just win rate this more or less, so let's just do that. Let's just win rate the fuck out of these guys. These guys are fine. We're not gonna struggle too much with them, I don't think. Unless they somehow like pull something out of their ass. There we go. Bonk! Bonk! Oh, we've got Ezra with us too! I forgot about that. Oh, I forgot the bind ones. Hold on, I have to check them out. I have to look at them. Yeah! Wait, is that Kim? Oh no, that's Blade Lineage. Oh, right, okay. Time to play P plus Enter Simulator. Yeah. Yeah. It's time to play Penta. Oh, hello. Oh, I need to look at their abilities too. I didn't look at them.
특이성 감지 센서, 청소 타입 비확인. 위험 인물이 다소 위축되었을 것으로 판단됩니다.
I forgot about that. Okay, bind. Same thing, same thing. Escort commands 2 sorts of bamboo hunters. Bamboo hunters? Taboo hunters. The royal censors and the tunakuns. Agents of the royal court, the royal censors generally operate alone, moving undercover to pursue those who have dared to break the taboo of salpipio. Tunakuns are much like fixer officers, form bands with their own ranks. Once an order or a contract to hunt down a branded is bestowed upon them, each band hunts its mark in the manner preferred by the band. The hunt for Nobi knows neither honor nor dignity. Yeah, that's the doubly corp. To cover their eyes is not to be blind. Okay, no, I already know about that. Okay. And they're basically the same apart from that. Cool. That's fine. Is it loud for you guys, chat? Is it too loud for you guys, by the way, the game? Is it loud for you guys? I might... Should I turn it down a bit? I think I might turn it down a bit more. Yeah, okay, I'll turn it down a bit more. I'll put it there. How's that, chat? Is that better? Uh-oh. I can hear you, sadly. Good. Good. Very good. Molto bene, even. Alright, come on, then. I'll say it's a bit quiet for me, but I'm also in the same shitless... The same shit ass who turns up music all the way in game. Ah. Okay. This should be good for now. If it becomes an issue, I'll deal with it. Yeah, alright. Let's just bloody hit and run. Howdy, Blur, how'd you been? Had surgery. Surgery? What kind of... No worries, it's just surgery in my ass due to pus. Interesting, but I'm glad you're feeling... Hopefully you feel better. Hopefully you feel better, regardless of what it was. Welcome back. Yeah, it does sound like it sucks. Bingsu. Congrats on your surgery. Alright. There we go. Oh, no. Wait, that was Japanese. I just realized Amia speaks in Japanese. I guess that makes sense. I guess it makes sense. Arigato, Amia-san. Okay. Slap him. Open your bloody sword. There we go. Oh, you know what? As much as I like... As much as I like the doubly core PA system, it is so... It goes on for so long. So I might remove that afterwards. And I'll swap it for some other announcer. Because holy shit, that dude doesn't stop talking. Welcome in, Kieran Bouquet. Or? Woof woof, it's... Oh! Welcome in, Kobo! Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome in. How you doing, Kobo? I didn't recognize you because you changed your name. Welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. How have you been, Kobo? Hopefully you've been having a lovely time doing whatever you're doing. Irashaimase. How have you guys been doing? I haven't caught up with a few of you guys. Because I know some of you guys, generally only hop up, like, You guys normally only watch like PM streams,
What,
so I haven't seen some of you guys. How are you guys doing? Robbing YouTube usernames, well that's kind of fucked up. But yeah, how are you guys been doing? Have you guys been living? Park, thank you so much for the membership. Arigatou gozaimasu. My daily payment for void tax to the void Stotska. Hell yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Arigatou gozaimasu.
인사부서에
Thank you, thank you.
평가를 성신합니다.
Yeah, that'll be fine for now. But yeah, there we go. Thank you so much. Yeah, I know you're fucked, okay? I know you're fucked, Alec. I'm talking about the others, alright? I know you have no, you know, you're a lost cause. Alright. Oh, please don't lose this clash. There we go. I was like, I swear to God if you lose this clash. Let's see. Okay, you go on, Sinclair. Then why you ask all of us if you know? Well, I assumed you would know that I wasn't talking about you, you bloody twat.
감지 센서 청소타입
I would have thought you would realize that. But clearly, no. You twat.
사진이 확인됩니다.
You bloody twat. Go, my fucking bamboo-hatted people. Remember my first try for this intervallo was killing all of the BL units, but Mer, so he can get the buff. Does he have a buff if all the blade lineages are dead? Is that how it works? Excuses. No excuses. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. Yes? Ah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I see, I see. This Kento's Bognak is going to be quite hell, harder than twinning threads. Uh-oh. Yep, similar to Middle Otis. Bimbly-hatted people, blur. Did I say that? That should be all of them. Surveying the area with measured alert, Ungdu cast the blood from a sword with a few sharp flicks before sliding it back to the sheath. BL Fish also gets buff when members do— Ah, okay. Huh, they're not charging back.
Dyslexia.
Fucking bitch. Thank you so much for the lurk, Park. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoy whatever you're doing. Evil-hatted Kim. He's just a lazy boy. They're not changing back. It doesn't look like beating up the distorted ones reverts them immediately this time around. Perhaps a fortunate turn of events in a way. Let us search for clues while the time allows us. Right. You take that side, Angdu, I'll search here. Ezra and Angdu moved as though they were used to this kind of situation, without even taking a moment to catch their breath after the battle. They began searching the space. Lazy boy, like the American ice cream brand. That's an ice cream brand? I've never heard of it. Prithee. Don Quixote was the first to voice a doubt of surreal, unfamiliar situation we found ourselves in. We battled distortions upon our arrival hither, yet never before have I beheld our surroundings change with so sudden in a flash. Prithee, I cannot make sense of this situation, because thou render a detailed account of this distortion phenomenon. Oh, you American and your silly brands. I know, right? Halfway across the galaxy. Oh, galaxy, country. Oh, are you going from east to west or west to east kind of deal? Oh, good, Dimly. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. Have a good time and have a good nap. Thank you. Or sleeps, I should say. Fat boy knockoff. What's a fat boy? It appears I would have overlooked the briefing due to the urgency in this predicament. This is according to the definition presented by Lady Moses, a location-type distortion. It's basically when a whole space distorts, and since places and buildings can't move on their own, the distortion gets fixed in a certain space. As for this one, it looks like the distortion's already progressed pretty far along. Middle stage, probably. They don't get this big, but but this one's here covering most an entire street. South to mid-north? Mid-north. Ah, are you gonna be CD time, Central Time, afterwards? Right. Vio did the same one. Vio did the same drive. Went from all the way north, south, east, west. All the way from the west straight to mid-side. Then those people. They entered the space and got caught up in it. And our job right now is to get to the bottom of the phenomenon. What exactly gets people caught up? And what happens to them once they're in? Of course, we can't truly rule out the possibility of a powerful distortion that's encroaching upon its environment. Oh, by that I mean when a distortion bleeds into the space around it and whops it. Oh man, I'm usually talking like our team leader. Rubbed off on me, I guess. Ezra continued in a sheepish giggle. In any case, we won't be able to suppress or cure the distortion even if we whoop these guys' asses 100 times. We need more clues to help us locate the inflection point. Maybe we should examine the people over there too? EST, I'm central now, northern east coast, I mean. Oh, you're gonna be EST, okay. North Carolina specifically. Ah, okay, I see. With a call, Ezra directed our attention to rows of collapsed people all around, all of them clad in doppel robes. And all these are... The glyph emblazed upon the headbands. Chu. Bespeaks propulsion and assault. It marks them as Chunokuns, functionary charged with scouring and hunting away nobis. You hail from the homeland as we do. I am unsurprised that you know of them. I could hardly fail to know, for I, too, was once enumerated upon their quarry. Scientists and technicians were daily being disposed of their stations in S-Corp after all. Fat Boy is a large ice cream sandwich, 2 chocolate-flavored rectangular cracker-shaped cookies like a soft Oreo, with a large slab of vanilla ice cream in the middle, quite good, like... Oh, is it like Cookie Cat from Steven Universe? Is it kind of like that, if you know what that looks like? So it was no idle tale. Scientists who ply their craft without fattening S-Corp's coffers are seized forthwith and made nobis of the corporation. Indeed, I count myself fortunate to have abandoned with my friends before the brand of Nobi could be impressed upon us. Otherwise, Cookie Cap, a rectangle, and... Nobi, the wretched appellation conferred upon people of the convenience of those in power. A vile practice and an excuse of power-mongering, nothing more. The so-called taboo hunters of S-Corp operate much the same anatomy. Does the breaching of taboo summon the hunter, or does the hunter first seize its prey, to thereafter frame the captured with intended transgression? What the hell are those squares? If the powerful so desire to chase a man down, to take possession of his very being and keep him caged, then they need to only decree that he should bear the lot of a Nobi. Such is what S-Corp has become today. My mentor, too, is one of the victims of that accursed practice. Then, could these people have been sent out here to capture your mentor, are you saying? Or me, perhaps. Or none of us. You mean to state that there may be conceptual forms of Chunokuns generated by distortion. That is a plausible conjecture. We are getting nowhere with this clue hunting. I may have accidentally said a bad word there. I swear I said hunting. I swear I said hunting. I didn't say any other word. I said hunting. Oh no. I didn't say anything. With a heavy sigh, Otis pressed her fingers against her brows as if her head was starting to pound in frustration. To delve further into this matter, it is unnecessary to determine why the S-Corp and its Chunokuns have appeared as the motive of this phenomenon. Get Google Docs ready, twat. Considering the course of events we have seen so far, it would not stand to reason that the distortion stains all nearby things with memories most foul. Look, I say the C word all the time, chat. The presence of Chunokuns suggests possible correspondence to Yi Seng's memories. Conversely, however, the absence of T-Corp's time collectors weakens that hypothesis. In which case, the most plausible theory is that a particular distortion could have stemmed from Bamboo-Hatted Kim or Engdu's memories. Engdu furrowed her eyebrows and fell into the thought, as though she couldn't grasp the full picture of the problem. I've seen a few distortions that show trauma or affect their surroundings. But this one, I'm not getting that pop of inspiration. Can't even guess what this distortion wants either. Boop! The white flash suddenly drowned my vision again as Ezra clutched her head and cried out with annoyance. Oh, if only the team leader were here, cracking this would have been a piece of cake. And we're back. Is this why you kept asking whether we've seen anything bursting with a pop? Then Corp employees must have had it rough too, getting dragged into the distortion like this. I mean, what else were we supposed to do? It was self-defense. They're about to attack us. I suppose finding the root cause and taking care of this would be the fast way forward. Let's just do what we can for now. Okay, first we need to develop the film we found here. We'll head to the nearest dark room and... Nah, actually, let's just drag that slippery hat-wearing Cole back here and get him to talk about the Chunokuns. It's probably our best bet. Ugh. Every time we take a job, that stacker slips off without telling anyone. As one part of me watched Ezra stamp her feet in frustration, I was also carefully following Heathcliff's team through the other part of my vision. Oh, I think I can help with that. Have you located him? Huh? What? The boss clock found something? Yep, I found where Bamboo-Hatted Kim is right now. We're gonna meet up with Heathcliff? Are we gonna meet up? Hey, look at all. Whoa, I got some extras. Nice. There we go. Oh, I can use everyone now. Okay, if I can use everyone, I might go for a sinking team. Especially because I think I'm going to be fighting
유일한 꿈이니까.
I think I'm gonna be fighting like enemies, whatchamacallit. Especially because I'm gonna be fighting humans, I think. So let's try that. Okay, support. Support. You. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4,
협조가 필요한 거지.
5,
무슨 총에 날카롭지 않은
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. What do you mean, coward? I'm just using the things I have at my disposal effectively, you twat. Meanwhile, Heathcliff's team. Whoa. Bloody hell, what's up with these gits? They're showing up out of nowhere. MrBlurry overswear. How could I know? But judging by the getup, they seem like escort fellas. And things were going so well. We could have just talked it out with the fedora guys who were rummaging around the place earlier, you know? But no, you just had to go barking at them first. Would have saved us a whole lot of trouble if you hadn't, right? Oh, so it's my fault? Those bastards look like they were necking stuff. This is our contract area, ain't it? If they walked off with something important, we'll be the ones catching out. Listen, bud, not everyone's itching to wipe their hair coupons in the pockets with the second they get the chance. Damn, that's a jab. Oh, for how many bloody months are you gonna milk that? Milk whoops? Whoops! I made a mistake again. I didn't say anything. Excuse me. No one heard that. What, you got a problem too, mate? No, not at all. Just wondering whether the gentleman over there is also one of our enemies. Nothing, Lemon. Is that the end of your troop performance? Shame. I was really enjoying you folks' dance. Might have made this play for the Peach Blossom Land of Legend had there been a cup of Makgoli to go with it. Yeah, that's an enemy, alright. He has a name tag, though. I think it says, LCD. No, you didn't, Alec. You heard nothing. LCD or whatever, who gives a toss? Am I supposed to put up every bastard having a dig at me? You twat. Oh dear. Such bold swings. I didn't know there was an encore to that performance, huh? You're really lucky I'm busy at the moment, Blurry. Welcome in, Taco. Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to MrBlurry's. Welcome. Yeah, you slap right little rat. Well, I do find you amusing enough, but if you intend to play with me, you ought to be more aware of your surroundings. Hey, behind you, there's... Wow, he took over all those dopa-wearing people with just a single strike. I'll say that about covers the price of admittance to your troop circus, wouldn't you? Well then, I must leave the rest of you folks. Wandering blades and Miriam tails never linger on the stage for long after all. Oi, where the hell do you think you're going? Ah, damn it. Ah, damn it. Ah, dang it. Alright, this should be fairly easy. Oh! Oh, right, I got Malka. That's right. You're gonna go... there. Lovely. Okay, now we just chill. Whenever we do these fights, we can just chill and relax and do whatever we want for a bit. Because, you know, we can just win rate the fuck out of these, can't we? These are very easy to win rate. Until we get to, like, a mini-boss or a focus encounter, I think I don't need to do anything, right? I don't think I need to do anything. Okay. Okay. Okay, go on then, princess. Princess. Go on then. Oh shit, I said I was gonna get rid of the doubly corp announcer and I forgot. Whoopsie daisies. I need to do that. I need to remember to do that. Wasureta. Wasureta yo. Okay, hi, fucking. Yeah, claw him, bitch. Claw him. Claw him. Go. Fucking eat his ass. Eat his ass. Yep. That'll do. What the fuck? Why is your Codion so happy? Lord of Joy Yuan. What? What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, you mean the sanity? That's because I didn't negative sanity it. I didn't use my shield. If I did, it would be negative sanity. But, you know, I don't really need to do that right now. I'm not really in need of strategizing right now. I feel like I'm fine just, you know, going around and just fucking pressing win rate, right? I think so. Let's see. Okay, go on Yoshu. Oh, there's the W Corp thing again. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Go there. There we go. Cream of whimsical. Yeah, my magical girls are really happy. I keep them happy. I keep them happy, chat. Alright. To be fair, this ID, oh fuck, what is this ID called again? The Ryoshu ID, the candy floss pretty thing? I forgot what it was called. But yeah, I really like that ID. I really like it. Faint Aroma, that's right, Faint Aroma. I think it's a really good ID. Yeah, Llama Ryoshu. I bloody hate that llama in actual Love Corp. I bloody hate using him. The worst. The worst. There we go. Candy floss? Is it good? No, it's called Faint. Oh. Oh.
특이성 감지 센서 청소 타입 G 확인.
Oh.
요원 여러분의 활력 징후가 높아짐이 확인됩니다.
Oh. Offense down, bleed. Oh, so they bleed and tremor now. Okay, so they lose their poison and they gain tremor. If this unit inflicted intelligence gathering on an enemy, heal SP. When using a skill of identical rank to the skill photographed. New-ish is a mini HOS Ryoshu with a follow-up attack. Oh, is it? Okay. Welcome in, Isaac. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to MrBlurry's. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? Lovely how this team literally counterattacks each other. Wait, so... Raised, yeah, pinning nail, okay. Identical rank to the skill photographed. When using a skill of identical rank to the skill photographed. Huh? What do you mean photographed? What do you mean photographed? I am very busy today, yeah. What does it mean by photograph, though? Maybe... Oh, hold on. Lose 1 stack if this unit has 0 stacks. This effect at turn start. Certain units in effect transforms. Once the above state activates, reset memory transition back to base stack. Okay. In a clash against targets that have intelligence gathering. Okay, yeah. Weird. Alright, I'll see. They should rename this intervallo to the flashbang experience. They really should. Look at this photograph! Alright, let's go on then. Go on then, buddy. Go on then. Go on then, my ear. Fucking hell, my ear. Yeah, mate. The FBI experience. Obligatory Nickelback meme? It's a good meme. I like that meme. It's good. It's a good one. Look at this graph. Maybe I should do a cover of that. Maybe I should do a cover of that in the future. How about that? Maybe that'll be fun. Maybe that will be fun. Although to be fair, I've got a lot of covers I want to do first. There are a lot of covers that I want to do first. I mean, to be fair, there's a few that I'm, like, still working on. Like, you know, just in the background. What changed? Where's the picture? Where's... I don't see anything new. Okay, intelligence gathering, that's fine. But where's the picture stuff? When using a skill of identity... Is like their active one? Is it the active one? Weird. Oh, look at that absolute resonance. Hell yeah. Holy cow of night, joy 19 coin power is goofy. Yeah, see? Sometimes they're good if they're happy. Generally, if I actually have to fight someone and win, I will go negative sanity though. Oh my god, hello. Arigato daimya! There we go. And then, absolute resonance, let's go! Boom. 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 Oh yeah, there we go. This is gonna do a lot. Yeah, slap him, bitch, slap him. Bitch slap him with your scythe. Oh, there he goes. Have I got 9 on him now? I've got 9. Okay. I might as well use it because there's no point in not using it. Where? Okay. Where's the photo? Where is the photo? How does the photo mechanic work? I haven't seen anything about it yet. Then Corp employees will still take a photo? I didn't see anything Where? What? I didn't see a photo. Look at this graph! God, that's gonna be stuck in my fucking brain, I feel it. I feel that. Does Blurry know you can see the voice lines they say mid-battle? Yeah, I know I can see them. I wasn't paying attention though, so that might be why. God, this is so loud on my side. I'm gonna turn it down a bit on my side. Jesus, so loud. There we go. Well, I finished it. Because they haven't hit you with a skill yet, people, due to you win clash. Ah, I see. So let me get this straight. Dude was just here a minute ago, and now nobody knows where he wandered off to? Yeah, bloke just turned out of nowhere, flapped his guns, and then did a runner before anyone could grab him. As I let out a long sigh. Listless sigh, sorry. Not just a long one, a listless one too. Although she was getting sick and tired, as though she was getting sick and tired of even complaining about him. Lady Ezra, I cannot say your frustration is misplaced, yet I trust you are also aware that more than often than not, Mentor's actions have carried a profound design. He has never left his post without purpose so far. No, I get it. Okay, come on. Like, would it kill him to give us a heads up before it goes zooming off on his own again? Rian-sen loves counting, he does. Almost as much as Jin from League. It's not like we'd stop him. What are we gonna do? Tie him up? Lock him in a closet? No, that's for me. We don't do that in our team, right? Remember last time? We all thought that she was being a good patient and sleeping it off in the recovery ward? But no. When the LCU got infiltrated, he snuck out without telling anyone and came back like nothing happened. And the team leader didn't even chew him out for it. Definitely, Cobalt. Lady Ezra, that's... Oops, wasn't supposed to be mentioned that, was I? And the reason he failed to participate in the operation was simply because the LCD was lax in supervising its personnel. Is that what you're suggesting? Boop. Lady Moses bade us hold our tongues for this very reason. She knew full well that the Mentor's intentions would be misunderstood in precisely such a manner. What part of this have I misunderstood? Did you not just disclose that the man deserted his post without authorization? That's the thing. He wasn't even wandering around. He was outside all along, taking down the ring auto mannequins who locked down the elevator that leads to the LCE department. Yeah, it's not like he was dealing with the strongest enemy out there, but the recovery ward didn't have an emergency alarm, and nobody from the department was there to warn him either. He just somehow caught on and did the job himself. Huh. Heard it's all thanks to him that the facility team managed to get back to comms and contact the LCE chief due to wait way faster. And that happened, the LCA actually deploy. They would have been delayed for another hour or two if he hadn't stepped in, apparently. Yeah, by a few inches. Wait, really? MersaauUULTTT is taller? Discord being awfully quiet during stream? Discord? What do you mean by Discord? Hey, Ra! Welcome in! Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to MrBlurry. Welcome. How you doing? Hopefully you have a lovely day wherever you are. Welcome in. Boo Boo. And he went fighting even though he still wasn't fully recovered. You got shot today. Oh, did you get an injection? A lot of people are getting medical stuff happened today. So he came up looking like he'd been processed through a meat grinder. So yeah, he did end up saving the lives, and he did end up staying in bed like a good patient, in a lot of pain. The soldier is not entirely deserving of reproach. No, he's less talking, more doing type, I guess. Anyways, we're all stuck inside the building back then during the incident, so fine. I suppose there was no help here. Today though, never mind. It's always like this with them. He slips back and pops in saying, it's done. My point is, what happens if one day, one of those solo missions doesn't go his way and he just drops dead in the middle of the street somewhere? How are we supposed to help him then? Oh, this intervallo is insane. Actually, how does he even know what he's supposed to be done in the first place when nobody gave him any instructions? Bloke's got to be relying on his gut feeling, innit? Gut feeling? Look, I only saw the bloke for a bit, so I can't say I've got him all figured out. He's an annoying bastard, but didn't strike me as some clueless sod who didn't know where he was stepping. Heathcliff scratched his chin and kept talking as though he was stating an obvious fact. Today's proof enough. Not one of us, he's not one of us, so Clockhead couldn't have reached out to him that far and sent him back to back us up. And yet there was no way he just happened to run into us like we were just about to get into battle, innit? Then, well, Could be bloke's got some stupidly sharp head on him and piece things together. Could be that. But I've got moments where I get a flash of gut feeling, however you want to call it. My boss man, Matthew, he said he could hear that kind of shite too. Said, I can hear them gears turning, or I think I hear rats going about. They do things they couldn't make heads or tail of. Listen, there was this one time where we were expecting a life or death fight. Matthew says he can hear him gears turning, walks into a random pub, starts throwing back drinks like he totally bloody lost his mind. That does sound like someone who's bloody lost his mind. Back when I was on the ship, some sailors who used to drink a barrel dry before battling whales to blunt their fear only stumbled around on the deck and fall overboard. Yeah, and boss could knock it back like a whale. Still, the point is, getting plastered right before the turf war was not what most sane people would call a good idea. Had us all crossed, so we went stomping after him. And guess what? Turns out that pub was the secret hideout to where the opposing syndicate was holed up. They were crowding around the gaffer, running their mouths about how they'll kill him, put an end to the dead rabbits. That's when we came storming in and had them all surrounded instead. Not a single one of them got away. We beat 'em bloody every last bastard, and boss knew it'd play out that way. Sorry, but this is really like Barstool bragging to me. You sure that wasn't just a coincidence? I should think it was no mere chance. If you were saying as much, then surely this was one among many such coincidences, is that not so? Yeah, every time Matthew pulled one of these stunts, our lot ended up growing bigger. Wouldn't have kept working so neatly if it were just a coincidence. Hello, Lower the Triple Leone. Welcome in. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to MrBlurry's. Welcome. Play this intervallo during nighttime in the dark room. Worst mistake I ever made in this. Yep, I've heard from a lot of people in chat so far that they regret playing this at night. It's likely that it's often referred to as an instinctive sense or experience-based precognition. More accurately, an unconscious process by which information accumulated in the subconscious is sorted and converted into sensible conclusions. There have been some extremely rare cases in which Heathcliff has demonstrated the ability to arrive at coherent conclusions that surprise even Faust. On further analysis, it would appear that they're employing a mechanism similar to a sixth sense, as some people call it. Is that a compliment, or are you talking a piss out on me? Through my mental does not fit to explain each step he takes. When all has passed, I often find that no footfall of his was taken in vain. I would ask of you, grant him a little time and wait. Keep waiting, and the shape of his intent may become yet clear. Though I confess, I have also been concerned about him as of late. His recent silence is far heavier than what I have noticed in the past. Hello, Ruka. Welcome in. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to MrBlurry's. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. Welcome in. To wait. Don Quixote began, hesitated, then stopped herself from saying more. She only gave a quiet nod. Yeah, okay, I suppose our team leader has her own reasons for letting him be. That said, doesn't mean I'm happy about it. Let us return to our task at hand for what we can do for now. Fine. As others quieted down, I finally had a room to notice the place we found ourselves in. Oh, it's a dark room. There wasn't a single ray of light, just a deep red hue pressing from every side. Can't believe we've been all chatting away in the dark this whole time, fellas. The red lights aren't helping at all, especially with my aging eyes. Oh, are you looking for a light switch? It's right here. And right then, don't turn on the light. If you turn on the light, it's no longer a dark room, you silly. I heard Mersault clipped warning, his voice coming from a corner I didn't expect to find. Mersault, where are you? Ah, there he is, that corner. Is he washing something? I'm developing the film role, manager. Exposure to light might ruin the entire role. Please exercise caution. So he'd been doing his own thing. That explains why he was quiet all along. Huh? Didn't think you'd know how to print photographs, pal. What's that for, anyway? You'd expressed the wish to have the film developed, manager. I'm carrying out that instruction. I see. A photo studio and now a darkroom. This may be no more than conjecture, but it would not be unreasonable to suppose that the access of this distortion rests upon a photographer. The film serial numbers either match those found in the photo studio or deviate by only a single digit. It is certain that this darkroom is connected to the studio in some way. The images bear a striking resemblance to those photographs. I also believe the building and that photo studio share a strong connection. Oh, where'd you get these photos? I brought some of them from the photo studio. I cannot name the location in the picture with certainty, yet they all appear to have been taken at various places in NCorp's district buildings, mostly. Hey, wait, I know what these are. People take pictures like these when supplying stuff to department store. Correct. The photos must have been taken by a docugrapher. Mersault chimed in, holding an odd cylindrical container in his hand this time. He gave the container a shake every now and then, and with a measured rhythm, whatever he was doing seemed to be part of the process of developing the film. Film rolls are hardly affordable for the average resident NCorp. In most cases, taking photographs is done by professional duties. There are approximately 21 occupationists in District 14 that utilize photography. However, only a single profession involves routinely photographing specific buildings, adhering to fixed standard that can be observed in these pictures. And these docugraphers you mentioned are the people entrusted with that job? Yes. The photograph, the information to be poured into the canned experience. That's right! They did say something about that. A docugrapher. How would such a person of a decently lucrative profession fall into distortion? Decent job? Maybe, but how do we know they're a decent person? Ezra replied with a clear-cut answer. Ezra replied with a clear-cut answer after only a brief pause. What makes you say that? The photo studio we were at didn't have any darkrooms, right? No, it didn't. My team leader said there are other ways of processing film rolls, but in NCorp you have to go to a darkroom to develop and print them. Correct. Film rolls are usually immersed and develop a solution to be processed. Which is why photo studios have these darkrooms equipped with red safety lights right next to them. But this place is pretty far away from that photo studio. Oh yeah, now that you mention it. Check out those windows. They've only been covered by newspapers, all messy-like. If you consider how insensitive film rolls are to light, it's pretty super suspicious that the darkroom doesn't have any proper blackout panels. And you know films can cost a fortune in some places in the city, right? Who in their right mind would print photos in a room patched up with yesterday's newspaper? Oh. This probably isn't even a legit darkroom. Someone just hauled in the bare minimum tools needed to develop the film and threw them together in a hurry. Someone who didn't want to be seen printing photos. And people don't usually avoid scrutiny unless they do something not so decent. If that's the case, I can see why may they have been distorted. Right? Manager. Muscle came to my side quietly, still giving the stream cylinder the occasional shake. I have a request regarding the instruction to develop this film roll. What is it? Please ensure that the light in this room is not turned on until the development is complete. Aren't we already doing that? Yes. However, engaging in battle opens up the door to uncontrollable variables. This is why I've judged it necessary to make a separate request. Battle? There is no need for concern. I am capable of participating in combat while maintaining the development process. Damn, alright, you capable motherfucker. Can you slow down? A battle, you say? Surely there must be a cause for you to believe so. At the photo studio, reinforcements arrived exactly 11 minutes and 34 seconds after NCorp's pinframe team were defeated. Deductions based on the events thus far have made it clear that the photo studio and this darkroom share some kind of connection. Furthermore, Sinclair Heathcliff, Sinner Heathcliff, Sinner Honglu, and Sinner Gregor have battled NCorp's pinframe team in this very location. I hear footsteps rushing up the staircases, approaching closer and closer. I have a feeling that MERSAUUULLTTT is getting at, but I ask anyways. Meaning? The initial rinse is finished. The process is now halfway to the completion of the second agitation. This indicates that 11 minutes and 30 seconds have elapsed since the start of development. A battle is imminent. Please withdraw to a safe position, manager. MERSAUUULTTT, you... Crash. You should have warned us way earlier! Understood, manager. I'll follow that instruction going forward. Oh, you bloody twat. Oh, MERSAUUULTTT, why would you do this? Why would you do this to me? Whoa, oh, I don't know. Okay, there we go. Fighty-tighty time. Oh, never mind. There's no fight in this. What? After the battle, something sits ill with me. Oh, I don't even gotta fight them. Amid the sprawl of S-Corp backstreet distorted with Flash, Aindu had her gaze fixed somewhere high overhead. At the end of a gaze, are those photographs? Yeah, these ones right here, right? A long line is stretched across the open air. Photographs hanging from it like laundry clipped to clotheslines. I mistook it for a kumjul first and gave it little attention. Yet upon closer look, I saw those pictures hanging from the line. Perhaps they had been strung with the darkroom and remained thus when the distortion took hold. Bizarre. Observation of unaffected elements in the space occupied by a location-type distortion is most irregular. Indeed, it seems the items bore from the studio have already changed into images of various sites of S-Corp, yet these alone remain as they were. Let's take them down and check for them ourselves. Just as I was wondering if the line was perhaps too high for me to reach, MERSAUUULTTT stepped forward and plucked a few photos of it, and the instant he brought them to me, we had another pop, and again, A bright white flash blinded my vision for a moment. Good grief, the distortion likes to change its mind, huh? Keeps switching between S-Corp and N-Corp. This feels like it's getting caught in a flashbang detonation. My whole body tenses up and then goes slack right after. The other sinners were busy grumbling about the distortion and its sudden jump, except for MERSAUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUU Oh, you didn't drop him? No. He gave his usual short answer, then returned to his attention to the cylinder he had been shaking. He took out the film out of the container and flicked the liquid off with clean, controlled motions. Is this the process finally done? Wait, we're back here with the lights now. Is it okay to take the film out? Yes. Exposure to light will not damage the film once the development is complete, and the image is fixed. There's no cause for concern. That's a relief. How do these guys not know how to work film? I don't do old-timey photography, but at least I know how a film works. I couldn't say I followed all the technical details, but no cause for concern was all I needed to hear. Sighing in relief, I held up the photograph so I could take a proper look. So, see anything odd in there, Manager Bud? There are people in them. Oh, hello. Okay. What is that one? That one's weird. The people in the photographs all look different from one another. If I had to pick one similarity between them, though, they all look cold and different. Indifferent. Yeah, that's the city, alright. Ordinary folks you see anywhere. These aren't like the photos we picked at the studio earlier. Are these the kind of photographs they use to make canned experiences? What was that? The scenery around us seemed to ripple just now. Oh, yeah, it is. I was about to ask Faust if she also felt this strange sensation, but it faded as soon enough. Perhaps it was nothing serious. Maybe it was just a spell of random vertigo. Is it possible to even get dizzy when I've got a clock for a head? No. Mersault must have noticed that I was out of sorts for a second, because it seemed to pause on purpose before answering my question. Blurry, I guess you looking at... Look at that photograph! I want you to know every single time I say that, I pretend as if I'm holding a photograph, like Nickelback. I want you to know that. No? I thought you said docugraphers take these photos to put canned experiences. Raw ingredients for canned experiences are held exclusively by Magazine Sisyphe. There's no known method for external parties to access them. Sisyphe, what? Hello, Molag, welcome in. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to MrBlurry. Welcome. Hi ho, Bluey. How you heckin' cuties? What's cooking good looking? How you doing, Molag? Welcome in. Oh, I think I've heard of it.
Time.
Hey, thank you so much for the Tamagotchi time. Everyone look outside, take care of your eyes. Have a drink and stretch. I'm doing alright. How are you doing, Molag? I think I've heard of it. Canned experiences, right? They're in high demand in other districts too. But the only brand stamped on them is Grand Magazine Sisyphe. Same name every time. Molag! I remember some sort of classmate bragging about trying them whenever exam week came around. Never had one myself though. Can't really explain it, but something about them just feels kind of wrong. Limbusy! Hello, Snow Yukio! Welcome to my streams. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome. I believe this is your first time in my stream. Welcome in, and I hope you enjoy my content. Welcome in. Sneezing my brains out, wee ball. It's that popular, huh? The unprocessed-based content of canned experience, known as experience matter, is applied to reprocessed factories, where docugraphers fine-tune the experience details. Photographers are primarily used for that purpose. They can fine-tune experience? An easier example is understanding would be to consider why docugraphers take pictures of subjects such as buildings. A purchaser may wish to experience living in a luxury building that they could never afford. Another may wish to vent out impulses of violence by experiencing the burning of an expensive property. Demand for haute couture canned experiences is increasing day by day. Haute couture, sorry. So that's why the photos from the earlier were all fancy buildings. Yes, manager. Conversely, information concerning ordinary experiences that can be easily encountered in reality is in low demand. Then why photograph these residents at all? Perhaps these were not images harvested for the commodity value, but pure photography in and of itself. Mayhaps they've been captured for a desire to seize a vanishing instant through a lens. There are people who take photographs, knowing that it would cost an exorbitant sum. I've seen some before. A staggering amount of money just to take a single photo. That is, if they could even manage to find a photographer who'd take the risk and help them take the picture. I'm not so cross as to put a price on sentiment and nostalgia, but spending too much time on this film roll, what could have possibly made this investment worth it? I'd say maybe this isn't just a matter of sentiments, or memories even. Leafing through the photographs, I quietly expressed my thoughts. Executive manager? I'm not exactly sure an authority on distortions, but I know that they manifest through desires or emotions that become warped in bizarre ways. but everything the distortion has shown so far points back to S-Corp. That is, the S-Corp. From the past, that only Kim and Engdu would have been seen and remembered. These photos, though, they're completely untouched by the distortion. Doesn't that feel off? There must be a strong fixation at play here, strong enough to sleeve even past even a distortion. And if that obsession is something that refuses to let these memories be influenced, I think our next step would be to look in for the people in these photos. These photographs are the only undistorted, unaltered clues we have. Dante says it would be advisable to locate the people shown in this photograph. Oh, good idea. Team leader did say that we should accept input from the LCB with open arms. Hey, Engdu, can you get me the office catalog? We'll probably need to commission an office affiliate with 7 Association. Looks like at one of them we can take the request right away. Can someone tell Ezra we're fine? I think I know where to find these people. Dante says one of the people shown in the photo has already been found. What? When? How? Well, guess I'm having a lucky day. I pulled from the radio from my waist and switched it on without answering Ezra's question. What? Oh shit. Dante, what's wrong? No. What? I give up. Oh, do we regroup clock? Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, I get called clock. I forgot about that. That one was especially hard to understand, Yoshu. Hey. Rodia's with you, right? Can you put her on? Okay. Rodia, you there? And what? Dante wants to talk? One sec. I really went overboard with the breaded pastries. My hands are completely full. Over here. Pastries? What kind? Just one of everything. Nay, can you grab an extra brioche and baguettes for me too? Love the ones from the street. They're so good. Hold on, I gotta readjust the pile if I wanna. Just throw them on. Just throw them. There. Just throw them on. I don't know. Yoshi, you can't treat food like that, Kay. Bakers have feelings too, you know? How do you think the bakers would feel if they knew someone was treating their precious babies like trash? That scarpet is rattling again for no reason. Anyway, Dante, can you give me a sec if you need me to fight? Just need to cram these into my pocket real quick. The floor? Oh, the floor, I see. No, it's not a fight. Huh? Then what's this all about? I took a closer look at the words written on a wicker basket in the first photo Mersault had brought me. Oh, okay. Where's that bakery you're at? Oh, it's near Rodion. Naruhodo. Wait, there's a cat-looking thing in the background I just realized. Weird. What is... Oh, okay, wait, how many nodes are there? 15... Oh, okay, I've done 6. Okay, let's continue. Ah, I know who you're looking for. The owner of the bakery was a woman holding the same wicker basket as the one in the photograph. She took one glance at the picture and held up for her and gave it a quick nod. Okay, this is kind of nice. I like the backdrop here. This man, he works at Canary 17, right next. He's a regular. He used to drop off every morning to buy sandwiches to share with his workers. Haven't seen him around lately, though. And those co-workers, I assume, were wearing the same uniform? Asking the question on my behalf, Otis showed the baker another photograph. Probably. He was always wearing one, too. I guess it's Canary uniform. This comes from our lead's executive manager. A few inquiries that the Canary should bring us to the information we need. Yeah, you're right, but it's just that she doesn't seem very concerned at all. She's one of the people in the photo that weren't affected by the distortion, right? Thought she'd be a close acquaintance. Sandwiches. Allow me to verify, executive manager. Do you know the name of this regular you spoke of? His name? Am I supposed to know that? Though I wasn't expecting her to actually know his name, the apathy evident in her voice gave me pause. He took a photo of you. Wouldn't it be reasonable to assume that you were well acquainted with him? Oh, that. The baker's demeanor changed when Otis pressed the point. She gave a strange, unsettling smile before pulling something from her apron pocket. Oh, she looked traumatized. A thin and round can-like object. He said he'd give me 5 of these can experiences for free if I let him take my picture. Even said I would throw in a docograph of the building of my choice. Huh. Okay. He docographs buildings, right? He even takes work trips to the nest every now and then. So I asked him to get me a docugraph of this lovely mansion I saw by the nest suburbs. I know I'll never get to afford a beautiful place like that, but this way I could at least experience what it's like. And gosh, it was everything I hoped for. I couldn't quite put my finger on it, but there was a distinct eeriness of that dreamy, blissful smile on the baker's face that sent chills down my spine. Young Mersault, are these Kane experiences truly possessed of such marvels, to pluck all semblance of reason from one countenance? They are maintained high demand across the city. District 4 is only one of several markets. Does that mean that those indulgent Kane experiences may experience venturing on as an expedition to the Great Lake, and bungee jumping off the summit of that skyscraper yonder as they remain seated where they are? They may, however. Oh, a magic can! Allow me one to pursue any dream the heart may conceive. Verily, I confess my own soul is much tempted. It differs from pursuing a dream. Banes. Mass-produced canned experiences are made from base experience matter, mixed with various modified information. The resulting end product enables intense stimulation through altered memory. Therefore, it is unlike the dream as expressed by Don Quixote. A piece of memory refined along with numerous processing stages of the cannery's production lines is not equivalent to a genuine experience, meaning the usage of the experience in a previous statement must also be amended. Memories altered for the intense stimulation. That does sound quite shady. How doth this cast a shade upon the boons granted by the can? Adventurers and tales, forsooth, incline towards little grandeur. This guy has a weird haircut, just like Blurry. What guy, Mersault? He does have a bit of a weird haircut. It's the N-Corp haircut. Everyone in N-Corp has a similar haircut. Even Vespa does. It's because of the memories provided by the canned experiences are extremely vivid. Statistics have shown that users of cans interpret them as authentic experiences and become dependent on them. So they're like a drug. A possible cause of the formation of dependence patterns is that canned experience allows one to feel as if that one has achieved a dream that is, in reality, impossible. Art thou implying that the users are made content with devouring forged dreams stored in instant use cans? Worse still, the user may longer strive to chase the dreams in the waking world. For the sweeter and more splendidly a dream is embellished, the more impossible it will appear to be grasped with one's own hand. To become a cause for surrender, instead of inciting one to march forward, verily, doth it not annul the significance of dreaming itself, if the result dream rouseth not the spirit to gallop forward towards it? Whether that annuls its significance, I cannot know. Mersault needs to learn what a good barber is. I mean, I think everyone in N-Corp needs to know, but they sell well. So, how much will you be buying? Buy what? You came here bargaining with all these questions and I was patient enough to answer them politely, wasn't I? Don't you think you owe me a sale or two? You're not about to leave without buying a single loaf after crowding out my bakery and scaring off my customers, are you? Her case was on point, actually. The whole group gathered round, the passerbys gave us wide breath and hurried on, whispering amongst themselves. Nobody was about to come in and buy bread like that. Come on, lady, I practically cleared your shelf already, didn't I? You did? Where the hell are you keeping all that then? You even got to ask? Of course I had some already, and the rest is safely tucked in my coat pocket so we can all share later. So you already ate some. Let's buy a little more. It's true we scared off the other customers. Understood. Given that the expenses made to facilitate this operation, the lack of prior budgeting should not pose a problem. Oh nice! Sesame bun for me, please. Oh, you're back! It was Kim. He really did have a knack of making entrance at the least expected moments. Hey, mister, where have you been this whole time? Wait. Be cross with me all you like, just give me a moment. Ezra paused, waiting in puzzled anticipation. Only for Kim to take a sesame rice bun from the baker's hand and chomp onto it. Alright, I'm ready. Frickin' waste of bread. Ezra's angry fist drove straight into Kim's solar plexus, folding him on the ground like a crumpled sack of potatoes as he rolled away. At this rate, the owner might start charging us for the whole bakery next, roof and all. Best get away from here. Manager. Mersault approached me as he walked down the street, with Ezra and Kim still squabbling behind us. He was holding a roll of something brown and tightly coiled. Film? I've completed development of the film per your instruction. Oh, so this is the film that the canister you was shaking, huh? Do I unroll it? Hold it up against the sun, or otherwise sources of light. As it is a reversal film, images should be visible as they were photographed. I had no idea what a reversal film meant, but I did as he said and unrolled the film. I can see it. Huh, that's pretty cool. Is it showing? Can I see it too? Move over a bit, let me have a look too. It's hard to make out the details because the images were so small, but I could tell the strip was packed with almost identical pictures. Yes, because it's an animation, it's a film strip, you twat. Is this the same person in every shot? The same pose in all of them? Huh? You're right. No, wait a second. See the arm here? The further along the strip you go, the lower it gets. Yeah, and the head looks like it's turning to the right. Do these guys not know what a film strip is? Even though they have like singularities and shit? They are broke, that's why. Huh? We were already squinting at the tiny frames on the film when Sinclair suddenly flinched and went stiff like he'd seen something he shouldn't have. A second later, all color drained out of his face. Sinclair? What's the matter? This reminds me of something I learned about in school. You draw a picture in the corner of a stack of notes in a thick book in the exact same spot every page. You start with the arms down so you make one small change on the page, nudge the arms up higher and higher until they're raised all the way up. And when you flip the pages fast enough, the drawing looks like stops looking like a separate image. The still figure starts moving. I guess these brokies haven't watched a film before? Bitch, we've got like what? A bus that has like fucking space-time technology in it, but we don't know what a film is? Motion pictures. Are you saying that it's a continuous sequence of still images? Why? Okay, buddy. In N-Corp? A film in N-Corp. Oh, that means it's very expensive. But I still feel like people would know what it is. The arrangement of the frame suggests that this film strip is highly likely to constitute footage. A violation of N-Corp's taboo. Oh, that's why you were so surprised. Oh, so video was not allowed in N-Corp. Interesting. Why is video not allowed? Wait, hold on. I just realized I don't have the bloody bonus. Okay, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. We're gonna pick you. You are gonna be supported. There we go. I like how every single time I check this page, I feel like there's more and more blade lineage mentors. Are you guys swapping it purely so I can use it? Is that what's going on, chat? There we go. I swear to God, every single time I check, there's an extra bloody blade lineage MERSAUUULT there. Oh crap. As soon as I registered MERSAUULT's words, my hand reflexively threw the film on the ground. Are we gonna be okay? We might have just broken a taboo. My mind began to race, rapidly traveling back to our journey, specifically to the time where Don Quixote had smashed that window at K-Corp and caused the wing to wipe out our team multiple times over. I felt faint. I guess we can't watch films in an N-Corp place. Yeah, okay. At least we had Virgil with us now. Then. And it ended up being not that big of a deal at the end of the day, since I could revive the sinners, but some nest taboos can get in serious trouble for just carrying anything that has to do with them, can't they? I hurriedly turned towards the sinners, many of whom looked every bit troubled as I felt. At least Emoji Movie doesn't exist here. Alright. I mean, you're right. You're not wrong. Still, a few of them expressed casual lack of concern, citing all the crazy things we've gone through so far. Miss Faust, what will happen to us if this gets the manager killed? Okay, so this is it, huh? Stop freaking out, guys. They're not dying, and we'll be fine. N-Corp's not gonna kill you on the spot just for possessing a film roll. I mean, I don't know. Really? Well, it might be a problem if the film roll does contain genuine recorded footage, but it's not like you guys had a hand in the filming it, right? When N-Corp dudes get here to pick it up, just comply with the commands, thank them for their service, and nicely hand it over to the authorities. And everything should be a-okay. There is a possibility that everything will not be okay. Eh? Because I have developed the contents of that film roll in that dark room. Shit, you're right. Oh. The court will take the lack of intentionality into consideration. However, it is likely that my actions will be deemed as aiding the primary violator of the taboo. This Ezra person kind of reminds me of an old coworker you hated. What, a Valley girl? A Visco girl. Really? But Team Leader said that the N-Corp has their own regulatory standards regarding image quality, which they use to determine the severity of taboo violation. Oh wait, I'm using the wrong voice. If the footage image quality or frame rate is within regulations, N-Corp won't be sticking their fixes on our butts right away, and that could buy us enough time to give our company some leverage to make a deal, however small it might be. Right, I see, Lux. Because what they're really sniffing out is how close to the reality the video is, or how close of an experience it provides to real life. So even if we're really, really unlucky and they just actually come after us, Mafioso, thank you so much for following. Welcome to the Purple Knolls. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you enjoy my content. Welcome in. They actually come after us. It's going to be fine as long as the footage is low fidelity, probably. Never mind, if she likes scheming people, I'm a fan. She does. She does. I like her. So, what exactly does the frame with regulations entail? It means that the interval between each frame should be like super brief. So FPS, basically. Think about photo slideshows. They only show you one image every few seconds, so it doesn't really feel real or vivid, right? You can intentionally call them motion pictures, but there's no vividness required to violate the taboo. Then, let us analyze this film roll and see how vivid it really is. Your favorite character now? She's great. Mercer, I trust you are knowledgeable in the subjects concerning NCorp, yes? Cooperate. Could this film roll be considered a violation of the taboo? Jesus! Mafioso, thank you so much for the 200 bits! What the heck? What happened? Are you okay? Thank you so much. I really appreciate the 200 bits. Holy moly. Thank you so much. Hold on, let me... There we go. Thank you so much for coming. And I believe this is your first time in my stream, if I'm not mistaken. So thank you so much for the bits. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Otis picked the film out from the ground and showed it to Mercer. This cannot be determined, unless each frame is thoroughly analyzed and compared with adjacent. Without waiting for Mercer to finish, Otis unrolled the film and raised it against the sky. Oh my god! Mafioso, thank you so much again for the 100 bits! I really appreciate it. Arigatou gozaimasu, thank you, thank you. There you go, thank you so much, I really appreciate it. Holy moly, what is happening? I muted Blurry before you moaned, so I didn't have to hear it. Well, there were 2 moans, so I don't know if you muted both. There we go. The rest of you, get over here. We must analyze these frames. The film canister was labeled experiment, so I assume the culprit had created this as a test run of sorts. An experiment to see how close they could get to violating a taboo, and testing the limits of law. It may even be a mere collection of similar photographs that are pretending to be recorded. Oh my god, I did that again. Oh, I did that again. That are pretending to be recorded footage. Oh no. The center gather around Otis and look up towards the unrolled film in unison. How you doing, Mafioso? Hopefully you're having a lovely day wherever you are. Welcome in, welcome in. Here, the power pot. Oh, the flower pot moves between frames, doesn't it? The docugrapher couldn't possibly move the pot while also holding the shutter button. I don't see any difference. See here, the expression resin on the subject's visage appears rather stiff. Maybe it's just a gloomy sort. Perhaps, yet observe closer. The stiffness arrives not from the gloom, but from the stain to maintain it. The sinners should just watch the film and burn it afterwards? I don't know whether they'll get rid of the evidence though. Do they have things like the eye? Like with the ABC corpse? Like where they know no matter where they are kind of deal? They might have something like that. If that's the case, maybe the subject really is trying to fake an actual footage by moving very, very slowly. Eat the ash? The ash. But yeah, thank you so much, Mafioso, and welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. That's pretty convincing theory, but I'm not sure if that's enough to conclude that we're in the clear just yet. That's when Bamboo-hatted Kim, who had been sprawled on the ground ever since Ezra punched him, stepped into the conversation. Let's see. Look at the shadow cast on the windowsill. See how it notably shifts between each frame? Whoever made this knows their craft for sure, but I can't imagine the backstreet driller would have any way to mess with the sun's trajectory. Then, the likely scenario must be that the creator of the film deliberately made its subject move very slowly from frame to frame, creating a series of disconnected photos that, when played sequentially, will look like footage that violates the taboo. After burning the film, they just eat the ash and no evidence is left behind. No, but like, the city has like a way of like, seeing things in real time, right? They know if you made a taboo in real time. I don't know how, it's never explained, but I don't know if NCorp has something similar. In which case, the film does not violate the Nest taboo, correct? That is highly probable. So he says, executive manager, we should be in the cliff now, at least in regards to aiding violation of a wings taboo. Oh. But if he was willing to go through this much just to cause trouble to test NCorp's patience, it's hard to believe that he'd have stopped there. Based on all available evidence, executive manager, it seems reasonable to conclude that the inflection point of this case is a taboo violator on the run. Well, then I don't know how they can watch it. Yeah, I've got no idea. Huh, but what motive would they have to do that? Surely working for a wing subsidiary has nothing on being an actual wing employee, but it's still pretty up there when it comes to careers available in the backstreets. Work for a subsidiary long enough and you might even get transferred to a factory job in a nest. That gives you plenty okay chance at a better life, so maybe he was just tired of living that kind of life. Breaking taboos again? I'm not, but you know. Everyone has one of those days, don't they? Suddenly feeling that you could be doing more than live the rest of your life in a 9-to-5 hell. The drive to do something that takes you away from the pressure of trying to make a life. Something about what Ishmael said must have tickled Bamboo had Kim, because he suddenly whipped around towards her and shook his head. Oh my god, Mafioso, thank you so much again for the bits. Are you okay? Thank you so much. Are you sure you're okay with spending this much? But thank you so much. Let me thank you so much, Mafioso, for the bits. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Something about what happened, Ishmael must have said tickled Bamboo had Kim, because he suddenly whipped around towards her and shook his head. I think something's wrong with me today. What do you mean? What's wrong with you today, Mafioso? What's wrong with you? Biddy bits. I'm afraid, because whenever people like who I'm not familiar with in chat donate, I'm just like, are you sure you want to donate to this random streamer on the internet who makes dick jokes all the time? Maybe. How many of those people do you think are capable of throwing away everything they built on a whim? From what I've seen, maybe our corporate likes to play with fire. Play with fire? Yes, you do? Yes. Well, I'ma keep it muted if that mate donates those bit things. Uh-oh. Must have stated the obvious, doing something that technically doesn't count as taboo, and inched on and on until he brushed thrillingly close to one. One thrilling shot through this camera, and another lot with the next. Until eventually, he ended up recording actual footage. Cool, then that just leaves the question of, what the heck was he trying to do? Might have been trying to screen it through the projector for all... Wait. Might have been trying to screen it through a projector for all this part of the backstreets to see. What? But wouldn't that make everyone here, even those who unwittingly came across the projection? Right on. It would have made those folks violator of the taboo. But why would anyone... So would you care to explain how you know that, Mr. Breadbrain? I asked around the opposite street, and apparently some guy's been going around asking workshops if they could make him a projector. Seemed like most of them turned him down, but they also said that he stopped showing up after a certain point. Fair to guess that he got his hands on a projector somehow. Alas, is it not taboo of NCorp to review recorded videos? Pray tell, why would anyone's insane mind? Well, it ain't taboo if you only made a projector, innit? Backstreet blow down here for anything as long as they're coin. Huh, so how do we track this guy down? Multiple individuals of the same garb as the pinframe team have been identified in the vicinity. They're carrying the same briefcase. Aha! Well, isn't that convenient? Maybe we can play this like a festival or a convention and just tell people who look like they're involved with what they're going for, and they'll lead us wherever we need to go. If someone shows me the emoji movie, I'll get sent to wherever taboo breakers go. Yeah, you'll be killed. Yeah. Indeed, at architecture conventions, there would be those in formal plaid shirts and suspenders milling about, and I would always trust them to lead me to the convention revenue. It does suck. Welcome to the city. Welcome. There's also a place in the city where you're not allowed to have colors. You have to pay like an exorbitant amount for colors. And you can use your time as currency. And like the people who are poor in that place, they can only have like 2 or 3 days a week. Yeah, that's fucked up, innit? Do they also go around checking people against photographs? Collect evidence, please advise for... They also radio to each other? Glaring at people they're glaring at, huh? Perhaps you could answer a series of queries yourself. So the form of entertainment in this district is a slideshow. Either that or like, you know, not media related. This crowd doesn't look like they're gonna let us follow them. Time to fighty tighty, time to do some moida. Time to fight. Wait for it. I forgot to change him again. I forgot to change the announcer. God damn it. God bloody dang it. I forgot again. Why am I so dumb? Why am I built like this? Why am I built like a stupid? I'll try and do it next time. I'll do it next time. Hopefully, if I remember correctly. If I remember. I'd rather go to hell than pay you for colors. Yeah, right? It's a bit of a fucked up place, isn't it? Bit of a fucked up place. Yeah. Doubly Corp and they're cool red. They're not cool, okay? Those are not cool. If anything, they're lame, alright? They are lame. They are lame lah. They are lame. I respect this corp though. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this corp yet.
효과적인 청소입니다.
I don't know yet.
버프 열차
To be
연착륙
fair, no matter where you are,
운동에
if you're on the back streets,
4%의 정기
you're pretty
기여도가
fucked.
있음을
You know,
판단했습니다.
regardless of where you are, right? So, I don't know. Alright, well, I guess we just do that.
짜릿하군요.
There we go. You appreciate a fellow scumbag. Boo, take it back. Yeah. I don't know. I won't judge until I know more about this place. I know very little about N-Corp. All I know is that Nagul and Hammer operate in this corp, and I don't like them. They're bitches. They killed Sinclair's parents. So, you know. That is one thing I do not like about the corp. Again, I'll wait. I'll abstain until I can figure out what this corp's all about. Okay. Go on then. Keep on fighting, would ya? Oh, wow. That was a big slap. Double clear. These guys are the same as before, so I don't need to bother with learning their abilities. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I can't wait for these mates to make us pay for breathing air. Oh, don't you worry. I'm sure they will one day. I'm sure they will. The city is one of those places where that would not be, like, uncommon. It's something that, like, you could totally see happening. It's one of those fucked up places. Definitely one of those fucked up places. Isn't Sinclair the small blonde guy? Yeah. So Sinclair's parents used to make prosthesis. And a sub-branch of N-Corp called Nuggle and Hammer are, like, really against prosthesis. They're kind of like, human purists. So, you know, they kill anyone who has anything to do with prosthesis, including Sinclair's parents. Yeah, so basically that's what that is. Wait till they hear about T-Corp time tax? Well, I already explained it a little bit. I already explained the time tax a little bit. But yeah, it's munted. Although to be fair, what, like, okay, what taboos are there? What taboos? So in T-Corp, it's the stuff with the time and the colors, right? Those are like the main, like, mechanics. What about K-Corp? Because we know K-Corp's ampules, right? We know about the ampules, but it doesn't really have any, like, taboos or things that, like, interact with day-to-day life, right? Do we have anything in that kind of vein? K was us breaking the border. Well, yeah, but I feel like any border which broke is, like, cause for concern. But they don't really have anything unique to them. Hello, Forsaken Rose. Welcome in. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to MrBlurry. Welcome. How you doing? Hopefully you have a lovely time wherever you are. Welcome in. Thank you so much. Everyone hydrate, stretch, and look outside. Take care of your eyes. These corps suck at picking names? Yeah, well, there's 26 or 25, technically, corporations in the city. And each of them is named after a letter. They're like the powerhouses of that area. Not that we know of. What about H-Corp? H-Corp, there's obviously the taboo of, whatchamacallit? There's the taboo of talking about what happened with, the previous H-Corp. And then there's the taboo of not going into the ancestor area, I guess. 25 different bloody corps? Yeah. Well, okay. So A Corp, B Corp, and C Corp are under the head, which is like the main governing force of the city. All the other corps are like just they're separate corporate entities. Except for Z Corp, which we don't know a lot about. We don't know a lot about Z Corp. H Corp taboo was reincarnation. Yeah! That's right. H Corp, you're not allowed to fix... Yeah, that's right. K Corp and H Corp, you're not allowed to fix your head. Like, if your brain's dead, you're fucked. You're not allowed to, like, fix yourself if your brain's gone. Although I think that's more of like a rule of the city, not a rule for the corps individually, right? Oh shit. Okay. We got through a lot more than I thought I would today. I'm not gonna lie. So I think we might call it here. I'll do 110 pull. I'll do 110 pull. Oh, maybe I should save actually. No, I'll save. I'll save. I'll save. The head, reincarnations. Yeah. So basically in this world, there's certain things that can basically like patch you up and make you like perfectly fine, even if you like lost like your entire body apart from your head. There's still like medicine for that in this universe. Only problem is if your head gets blown up, the head forbids you from basically fixing yourself up if your brain is broken, if your brain is gone. They're actually life insurance only in H Corp. Yeah, life insurance. To be fair, K Corp is very similar in terms of life insurance. I feel like life insurance is just worse, because as far as I know, life insurance in H Corp just does the same thing K Corp does, but you also lose a part of yourself whenever you take the insurance, right? Because the whole point of the insurance is that you kind of like remade with a bolus. But you lose a part of yourself in the process. That's why Honglu's maid was just like a robot at the end of the Kanto. Right? And then life insurance. Yeah. So here, Lux, I'll give you a bit of a rundown from what we know of each corporation, just to give you a gist. Okay, A Corp, B Corp, C Corp work under the head. One is the eyes, so like they like surveys everything and sees like if anyone's broken any rules. One is the claw, which is what like if someone's broken a law, the claw will go and hunt them down. And the third, what's the third one? We've got the eyes, the claws, and what's the third one? What's the third one? What is the third one? Eyes, claws. Is it just head? Oh, it's just the head. Okay. And then we've got D Corp, we don't know. E Corp, don't know. F Corp, no. G Corp, no. H Corp. H Corp's thing. Oh yeah, every single corp has like a technology that makes like a big like and fancy like technology unique to them kind of deal. The eyes and claws are the best names so far. Yeah. So Arbiter, that's A Corp. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and then H Corp, they have boluses, which is basically really good medicine. That was their thing. They have two singularities. So two like unique technologies. One is the medicine and another is like the fact that they can move around their buildings at will. Like the buildings can like move around freely. It's weird. Okay, EFGH. I don't know. J Corp. Is J Corp the gambling one? K Corp is their singularity is like healing vials, which can heal you pretty much like no matter what. HIJKL. L Corp. L Corp is complicated, so I won't go into too much detail, but Lobotomy Corporation, which you already know about, was the original L Corp. Well, wasn't the original one, but it was one of the L Corps that existed. J Corp is that gambling one. Right, okay. So J Corp gives like, has like the mechanic of like luck. Their singularity is all based on luck and stuff. HIJKLM. M Corp? No. N Corp. N Corp is where we are right now. And LMN. Oh, no. P Corp. P Corp is the tuning forks. T Corp's singularity is... Wait, that is P Corp, right? Yeah. P Corp's singularity is being able to fuse two things, no matter what it is. Oh, moonstones! M Corp is moonstones. Right. I forgot exactly what they do, but they like help with stuff. P was size manipulate. Well, it's the tuning forks, wasn't it? Oh, no. P Corp. Yes, P Corp was size. It was the one with the buildings. Right. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. P Corp was, I don't remember exactly what their stuff did, but basically it was about like changing sizes of buildings and also making buildings like really stable and they can like wiggle around. It's weird. OPQ, Q Corp. Is Q Corp the one with the talismans? Are they the one with the death rights? That the Heisho pack
Dementia.
uses? Is that Q Corp? OPQ. R Corp is all about cloning. R Corp is all about cloning. And just like an army full of clones. S Corp, I don't know. T Corp. T Corp is the Time Corp, the one I talked about, the one with the colors and the one with like where you use time as currency. RT U is the one I talked about before with the tuning forks and how they can like combine two things together. And I think they have another singularity from the previous U Corp, which is like something to do with food preservation. Oh, that's right. S Corp is the Korean one. Yeah, I don't know anything about it though. STUV. V Corp, I don't know. W Corp. W Corp is Warp Corp. Their entire thing is that they like their entire technology revolves around like getting from one place to another faster. It's more complicated than that, but you know. Yes, there is. So a corporation can get destroyed. If it gets destroyed, another corp can take its place. So currently, actually, I won't spoil too much, I won't spoil too much because you should play the game yourself. But what I will say is, if one corporation, if for example, the T Corp, right? If it falls, or if it like implodes on itself, then, you know, there's another corp will probably take over it. Yes, W Corp does have two singularities. It's got the, I won't go into detail about them, Pat, that's why I'm kind of being vague about them. But basically, their entire thing is getting from one place to another. They use two singularities, they use both of their singularities to achieve that right now. But they are separate singularities. I won't go further into detail because you should play the game yourself. A monarchy, well, kind of. Yeah, kind of. But it's, so basically all the nests, so all the corps have to follow the head's direction. So like corp A, B, and C, no matter what. But them in themselves are also really powerful figures. It's almost like dukedom. So like the head, like ABC is like the king. And then all the other corporations are like the dukes or like the nobles who own land. It's kind of like that. This takes place in a small city the size of a small country. Yeah. Honestly, I think it's around like Korea size. I think Korea size is how big the country is. Or maybe even smaller. So, UVW, we did W. X, what's X Corp? I feel like I should know this, but I don't. Hello, Ian Tibbs. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to MrBlurry. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, we were playing Limbus. I was just explaining a bit about the Limbus world to Lux on YouTube side. New Zealand, so yeah, around New Zealand, Japan, kind of that size, yeah. X Corp was the alloy. Oh, it was the alloy. I don't know much about that, so I won't comment. Y Corp, I don't know anything about, and Z Corp, I know no one knows about. So yeah, that's basically the main factors in this place. It's a very big world. Limbus Company, or just Project Moon, has a very in-depth world, like super, super in-depth. It's really, really cool. But before we, I don't have enough. I want my boy. I want my boy. Fun lore. Yeah, it is. It is. There's a lot of fun and interesting lore. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me just check the, What is this? Oh, this is Engdu. Oh, this is Engdu. Okay. And then, what is this? What is this supposed to be? Jesunde. I don't know what ego that is. What is Jesunde? I don't recognize that. Is that a new Abno? I don't recognize it. Yeah, Engdu. Engdu male. Engdu male, la la. No clue, but animations are close to bamboo-hatted Kim. Yeah, right? It gives me that vibe. What does it look like distorted? It's Kim? Wait, distortions can give egos? I thought distortions aren't able to make egos. It's not. Okay, well. Because, okay, we've got bamboo-hatted MERSAUUULLTTT, right? But that's a distortion, not a... Our first synchron... Oh, it's our first synchronized ego. I mean, no, that doesn't make sense. Because all the other egos, all the other abnormality egos are synchro egos. DJ Whale, welcome in. Good morning or good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to MrBlurry. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? Hopefully you have a good day wherever you are. Welcome in. And hopefully you enjoy my content. I believe this is your first time here. Abno's new, but he transforms any MERSAUUULLTTT ID into Kim, so I guess it's supposed to be a Kim if he fully distorts into an Abno. How's that possible? Okay. Turn Mr. Salt into distorted Kim, we fought in MD. No, I know Bamboo had a Kim, but yeah, but like, not a synchro ego, since it's only buffed Kim Salt specifically. Weird. That's really weird. I don't know how I feel about that. It's... You know what? All I'm gonna say is if we get egos from other distortions, we better get the clock one. I really like the Time Reaper. I really like that design. So if we do get an ego for that, I better. Story Estri, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. And I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Hold on. I wait for you guys to come in from the raid before I say anything. You see what we mean by synchro egos in the future? Yeah, no, I already know a bit about them because it was explained earlier. But yeah, it's weird. But yeah, Story Estri, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. And I'm really sorry. I'm so sorry. I was about to end as well. I was about to end because we just finished the first half of the thing. But what were you guys doing? What were you guys doing, Story Estri? What were you guys doing? Were you guys also playing Limbus? Hello, PP Hermie. Welcome in. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to MrBlurry. Welcome. You knew it. 잔네. It's alright. I'll be raiding as well, so we can do a double raid, Story Estri. We can do a double raid, so we can raid as both of us. Hold on. Raid. You know, I'll do the raid message in a second. But yeah, we can do a double raid. We can say it's from both of us, Story Estri. I like to do that when people come into my streams at the very end. So let's see, on that note, let's see who we're going to raid. Let's see. But thank you so much for the raid, either way. Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you. Let's see, who is live right now? That's a good idea. I think it's a good idea. It means that we both can get like a shout out kind of deal. Thanks for the stream, people. Oh, good. Let's see. Who are we going to? Let's go over to my friend May. They are playing Professor Layton and the Diabolical Box, whatever that is. On Twitch, that's who we're going to raid. On YouTube, we are going to raid. Let's see who we're raiding on YouTube. Thank you so much for the follow, Story Estri. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And welcome into the Purple Nose. Welcome. On YouTube, we're gonna raid Riera on YouTube, and on Twitch, we're gonna raid May, as I said before. So let me do raid message. Oh no, hold on. Raid. There we go. Okay, let me change the raid message. Hold on. Don't type that in. Okay. MrBlurry. MrBlurry and Story Estri are here to steal your booty. There we go. Okay, and then there. Okay. That is the message. Please use this message. On YouTube side, we could probably just use the normal one. That's fine. But yeah, please use that message. That's such a me thing to do. I leave for 30 minutes and my bit placement gets stolen. It's okay. Everyone will go on the donor wall regardless. But yeah, thank you guys all so much for coming. Hopefully you guys enjoy May's stream. And on YouTube side, hopefully you guys enjoy Riri's stream. Thank you so much, Story, for raiding. And I will see you guys later. Guten Abend.